Wonderful.
Christmas. We wish you a
Wonderful.
Merry Christmas. We wish you a
Wonderful.
Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. Good tidings for Christmas and
Wonderful. Wonderful.
New Year.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Kidding.
Yes, sir!
Wonderful. Wonderful.
We wish you a
Wonderful.
Merry Christmas. We wish you a
Wonderful.
Merry Christmas. We wish you a
Wonderful.
Merry Christmas and a
Wonderful. Wonderful.
New Year.
This is the Say It Can't Gamer, and you are live with the MMA-Holes!
Mixed martial a-holes. MMA-Holes, 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 MMA-Holes. You like to be a mixed martial a-hole. MMA-Holes, 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 MMA-Holes.
No way.
From the Queen Studios of New York, it is Christmas time. Conor McGregor making some noise again. Floyd Mayweather making noise. UFC 219. And let's have a Merry Christmas with the MMA-Holes. Yes.
Wonderful.
That's right. MMA-Holes, what's going on? It's freaking snowing here. It's snowing on the MMA-Holes. First time ever it snowed on the MMA-Holes, and that's right, friends, family. Happy holidays, but to me, Merry Christmas. To everybody in the chat, it's a good time of the year. Now, I was never a big Christmas fan, but as I get older and closer to death, I'm like, fuck it. Let's embrace the holidays, right? Let's embrace the goddamn holidays on the MMA-Holes, the greatest, the swollest, the sexiest show on YouTube. Tonight, on the MMA-Holes, we're going to have the holiday spirit. That's right, we're going to have the holiday spirit, and we're going to laugh and lick each other's balls, and
Lick my balls.
it's going to be wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful.
I hope everyone's having a great night tonight. It's Wednesday. Some technical difficulties on Kobe's end. T-Man, well, T-Man did his thing over there, and at 6,100, we make fucking dragons fly. Can Christmas miracles come true? Can we hit 6,100 subscribers on Christmas? Now, it's not Christmas today. Christmas is coming up. It's coming up this weekend. So this is the last Wednesday show before Christmas. So might as well break out the shovels and shovel some snow over there. And boom, check it out. Back in a cage, Conor McGregor, right? That's right. He's back in the news. Now, a lot of people are like, I'm so sick of Conor McGregor. I'm so sick of Floyd Mayweather. I'm so sick of all this shit. Well, fuck you. We're going to talk about it. Because everything else is sucking lately, if you think about it. Other than UFC 220, what else is there to talk about? What else is there out there? UFC 220, Stipe versus Ngannou is a fantastic fight, and that card's going to be wonderful, wonderful. UFC 219, we will discuss today, but it is what it is, right? We've been waiting for something, and tonight, literally, right before we go live, we find out there's some breaking news, right? Not only with Floyd Mayweather, with Conor McGregor, a little back and forth between the two, and we're going to discuss that tonight. Conor McGregor, well, first of all, Conor McGregor's going to be back in a goddamn octagon, right? He's going to be back in an octagon. No boxing, none of that bullshit. He's going to be in a cage with 4-ounce gloves back to where he was doing before, right? Right? That's right, Conor. You better say sir. So Conor's going to be back there. Floyd Mayweather was discussing going to the UFC, fighting for the UFC. And Dana White said, what did he say? We are talking to Floyd Mayweather about doing a UFC deal. That's what Dana White said, right from the horse's mouth. Dana White saying that. Right before the show goes live, right before we go live, I see this. I see these things. I see social media. Conor McGregor with 2 belts on, right? And all he says is pussy. All he says is pussy. He said it on Twitter. He said it on Instagram. And I'm like, wait, hold on a second. Who the fuck is Conor McGregor calling a pussy? Who is he calling out here? I have no idea. He just goes pussy. Right? Right, Conor? Yeah, that's what he said. So I'm like, all right, let's do a little investigation. I'm snooping online on the interwebs, and then boom, over here, MMA Junkie, all over the place, all over the internet. There's a bunch of quotes from Floyd Mayweather. So now, Dana White, the person that never lies, right? He never fucking lies, says that Floyd Mayweather is going to be in the octagon. You know, they're working on a deal. And then Mayweather says no. He says no. No. So then I look online, and well, here's some quotes over here. We'll read through it. All right, now Tyron Woodley saying he'll train Floyd Mayweather. Everyone's saying, oh my God, Floyd Mayweather might fight in a cage, right? It might actually happen. And Floyd shoots it down. People said, Floyd, oh, he'll be fighting in the UFC for $1 billion. That's not what I said. Mayweather told FightHeight.com, what I said was this. I made $1 billion if I made $1 billion before. I'll do it again. If I choose to get in the UFC and fight for the UFC, or fight 3 fights or 4 fights and then fight Conor McGregor, I could make $1 billion, which I can. I could do it in 3 fights or even 4 fights. I could make $1 billion. Now, this is what Floyd Mayweather was talking to, what was it, FightHeight.com, all right? FightHype.com. If I choose to get in the octagon and fight 3 fights, 3 or 4 fights, and then fight Conor McGregor in the octagon. Holy shit, T-Man!
You're on the other shoulder, and you're gonna need a fucking army.
Look at this
to come
motherfucker.
take them belts off me.
T-Man says,
here's a miracle for ya. This is for the TGIW squad. Love you, crazy
oh
bastards.
T-Man, you are wonderful, wonderful. Thank you, T-Man, so much for the donation. Tonight, the donations are loose. It's a Christmas miracle. Thank you, T-Man. You are wonderful, wonderful, right? But check this out. Back to the news. Now, if you guys want to donate, all right, you fucks, this is the night to do it. The holiday spirit. The MMA-Holes, let it rain tonight as T-Man kicks off the party. Super Chat is down below in the phone. Also, down in the description, you could interrupt the show with songs, festive songs. So thank you very much for the Super Chat. T-Man, you are the best.
Wonderful.
Link to T-Man's channel in the description. Go check him out. The best DJ on YouTube. All right. All right. I don't have to read this shit anymore. Basically, what Floyd Mayweather said is no. No. I did not say anything about that. That's not what went down. Basically, he says if he fights a bunch of fights and then fights Conor McGregor, he can make $1 billion inside the octagon. Conor McGregor retaliates with this. Oh, not this. This. Pussy. That's what he retaliates with. All right. I like it. Conor McGregor's back. Okay. He's going to fight next year. Whether you like it, whether you don't like it, I want to see Conor McGregor. Okay, I want to see him defend a belt, and this is why I want to see him defend a belt. Not because I want to see him defend a belt, because I want all you motherfuckers to say, defend the belt, man. Defend the fucking, you got 2 belts, defend the belt. Defend the belt, man. You're not a real champ. Fuck, Jesus Christ. Get over it. Get over it. Conor McGregor's a mythical creature. Like Kenshiro Ryu says, he's a goddamn unicorn. You know? He's different. He fought Floyd Mayweather in boxing. It should have never happened. There are a lot of things to talk about tonight. There are a lot of opinions that I have. I'm a fan of Conor. Whoop, there he is. Right over there. I'm a fan of Conor, but I'm realistic, you know. I sucked it up when he lost to Mayweather in boxing. I think Mayweather would get killed in the octagon. But that's still to be debated because I don't think we've seen the last of this story with Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather. I really don't think we've seen the last of that. So we'll be talking about this. Conor McGregor's fighting next year. He's fighting in an octagon. The question is who? If Floyd Mayweather is not a pussy, get in the cage and fight Conor. Right? He fought on your turf. Fight on his turf, you old man. Let's see it happen. We have a chat room full of assassins over here, and these are the fucking MMA-Holes. The greatest fucking community on YouTube. Let's go say hello to our friends over here. And yes, we read this fucking chat. I will open up the phone lines. We'll do some topics. Good friend of the show, MARLYNN Lane, may come on, and let's see who we got in this bitch. Kane Plays G-Man, Matt Humphreys, Tanner, Jay Smooth, Pulse Nightclub Shooter, and H. A lot of wonderful, wonderful folks in this bitch.
Wonderful.
Wow, we got 57 watching. What's up, Vigo? Vigo up in this bitch. Craig Lee's up in this bitch. Abazaba. Namesh. Yeah. You're here too. Olympia Lowlife and on. Michelangelo and all you motherfuckers here. It's good to see all my friends, my family, my fooks. Darth, I knew one of my regular Hooters was MIA, says BK Rotor. Floyd would get fucked up. Kane Plays says he would get fucked up. I need to know in this chat. And that's right. We got 45 likes. I'm slacking. 10 more likes. Let's go. It's Christmas. Like this video just because it's Christmas, motherfuckers. Yes. I've got 10 more likes. I've got
10 more likes. I've got 10 more likes.
fuck you dislikes.
I've got 10 more likes. I've got 10 more likes. I've got 10 more likes. I hope the dislikes die of AIDS.
Thank you so much for the wonderful, wonderful likes. I do appreciate that. I got to remove this because, hold on a second. I'm going to troubleshoot here. Bruce Buffer got stuck. Hey, when Bruce gets stuck, you know, fucking Bruce. 10 more likes. Let's see. Is he mobile now? Now he's mobile. There he goes. 50 likes, you make him dance. There you go. Wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful.
6,080 subscribers. It's good to be here. It's good to be alive. X goes here, says, don't get fucked up, homie. I'm back. X goes up in this bitch. Hello, everyone. D-Man is up in the chat. Tank Davis missing weight so he doesn't have to fight Lomachenko.
One shoulder,
Look at this motherfucker. Holy shit.
And you're gonna need a fucking army to come take them belts off me.
T-Man.
Jessie will kick my ass for this, but I wanted to announce that I am hoping to do a song
Oh my
cover
God.
with Jess.
Well, how about that? How many people in the chat want to see T-Man? Link in the description to his channel, Wonderful, Wonderful MMA-Hole, do a collaboration with the moderator who is doing the after show, Jessie Bell Hill, singing. See Jessie sing. Hit me with the ones if you want to see that. Thank you, T-Man. That is wonderful, wonderful. You guys know how to donate. Link in the description. And Super Chat is ready to rock. We got 10 more fucking likes. It's Christmas. It's Christmas. Make him dance.
I've got 10 more likes. I've got 10 more likes.
I've got
10 more likes. Fuck you, dislikes. I've got 10 more likes. I've got 10 more likes. I've got 10 more likes. I hope the dislikes die of AIDS.
We are shot out of a cannon tonight. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate it. Make sure you share this video and let's get this party going and flowing. 54 fucking likes. Good stuff over here. Everyone who's dropping ones there says yes. Chris, haha. Hey, ha 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 ha. What's up? Ha 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 ha. This is Tanner. All right. I don't know what's going on there. We all agreed she's covering Skater Boy, says Darth Bane. And that's the song that they want. Fuck yeah. Darth Bane with the ones. Yes, Jessie and T-Man for Christmas #1. That'd be nice if you could pump out a song before Christmas happens. That'd be wonderful, wonderful over there. Nobody wants to see it, says Ever Fragoza. There you go. All right, 10 more likes, says Jessie Bell Hill. What'd you guys think of my Christmas song with Conor McGregor singing? Maybe I'll play it later on. But the story is Conor McGregor calling Floyd Mayweather a pussy. All right? There's a lot of angles with this. A lot of ways to go. All right? No one can complain anymore. Conor's coming back. Whether you like it or not, he's coming back. So now we have to deal with it. I think it's good for the sport because, honestly, the sport's in trouble. Sport's in trouble. The Fox ratings were down. There's no superstar right now. Who is the superstar in the UFC? We actually spent a show, right? And we broke down every weight class. We had the fighters go against each other, and we had the MMA-Holes vote. You know who the MMA-Holes voted for? It came down to Gokhan Saki and fucking Mike Perry. That's who it came down to. And Mike Perry edged out Gokhan Saki, and Mike Perry was the person that they said was going to be the next big thing in the UFC. And look at that. It doesn't look like that's going to happen. I mean, there's still a chance, right? Mike Perry's making some noise. And the best part about Mike Perry is when I did Fight Buddies, the ratings were spiked for Perry, even over RDA and Lawler. The ratings were super high during the Perry. So Perry gets ratings. But is he going to be is he going to be Conor McGregor? What I want to know in the chat is this. Who is the next big star? The UFC needs it. Whether you like it or not, the UFC needs a big star, a big name. Who is it going to be? Is it going to be Francis Ngannou? I say no. I don't think it's going to be Francis because of this. The guy's fantastic. But I don't know if he's got that star power. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if he's the guy that when he tweets on Twitter, everyone's going to follow him and see what he's saying. I don't think he has the gift of the gab. Goddamn, can he punch? He's fast. He's powerful. And he could probably hold on to that belt for a long time. But I don't know if he's the guy. So the question is, MMA-Holes, I want to know who you think's the guy is. Darren Till, this is Matt Humphrey.
You're gonna wrap one on one shoulder.
Craig Lee jumping in.
The other on the other shoulder, and you're gonna need a fucking army to come take them belts off me.
Craig Lee jumping in
I
says,
think it's great for Jessie to do the Donadan and Marlyn and call it the 7%. Singers love to all. Oh yes, pedo alert him chat, pedo alert him chat.
Is a pedo alert.
Wonderful, wonderful. I did not vote for Perry, but he is tough sob.
All right, so there you go. Craig Lee, thank you for the $2 wonderful, wonderful donation over here. It's Christmas time. Feeling festive with donations? Now's the time to do it. Thank you, Craig Lee. I appreciate it. Thank you, Team Man, as well, for the wonderful, wonderful donation. And look at that. We got the likes on fire. A lot of people are saying Darren Till. I like Darren Till as a fighter, right? Chris H says, Chris, I said what I wanted to say. I have to go. Love you, fucks. Peace. Wow, Team Man. We don't condone the fuck word here. How dare you say the F word on the MMA-Holes? All right, T-Man, have a good night, and thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. T-Man's awesome. Link in the description. Go subscribe to T-Man. T-Man does music streams, and you're definitely going to want to see that. It's these nuts in your mouth. Got him, says Brian Blaze. All right, you caught me. I'm a pedo, says Mr. Danky. Jay Smooth's laughing. Ken Shearer says Ghost22. X-Ghost22, what do you got against my big anus hole? That's right. Marky Wahoo, what's up? How the fuck do I donate some Xmas money? Marky Wahoo? Well, it's very simple. Where is my game show music? Where is it? What the fuck? I keep on losing shit on here. I need a goddamn producer over here on this show. Yes. Well, it's funny you say that, Mr. Wahoo. It's funny you say that. Down below, in the cell phone over here, there's a dollar symbol, a shiny dollar symbol. That is the super chat. If you want to make Conor fly, you click on that dollar symbol, and you drop any donation of your choice to support the greatest show of all time, the MMA-Holes. Check it out over here. This is the video you're watching. Look at that good-looking guy. Well, that guy's me. Scroll down. Over here in the description are our friends over here. You can subscribe to our channels, Jessie, Belle Hill, Kobe's Corner, Sega. But before that, we have our donations over here in the Streamlabs. That's right. If you would like to support this show, you can play a song and interrupt me at any time with a wonderful, wonderful donation. Super Chat and Patreon is available as well. Have the Christmas spirit. If you like some MMA-Holes gear, you can have a shirt. That's right.
Wonderful.
All right, let me stop. That's how you do it. Jesus Christ. Oh, my God. Jesus Christ is in the chat, friends and family. Jesus Christ is in the chat. If you do not know who Israeli's Jesus Christ is, well, what the fuck? Jesus Christ is out of control. He's out of control. He is one of the oldest MMA-Holes in the chat. He's been around since day one. He's taken a break, and he's back in business. Jesus Christ, I dedicate this 10 More Like song for you. To Jesus Christ, like this video for Jesus. Let's talk some more, Conor. I'm going to open up the phone lines after this. Yes!
I've got 10 more likes. I've got 10 more likes.
I've got
10 more likes. Fuck you, dislikes.
I've got 10 more likes.
I've got 10 more likes. I've got 10 more likes. I hope the dislikes die of AIDS.
Thank you very much, Bruce Buffalo, for the dance moves. You're wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful.
If you're new to this, guys, welcome. It's Christmas. It's a nice time of the year. It's sexy. It's swole. And this show is indeed the greatest show on YouTube. If you like MMA and dysfunction, you found your new home. At 6,100 subscribers, we're going to let dragons loose. We're going to let them fly. And we did hit 6K this past week, and it's unbelievable. I can't even get over it. We're just crushing the numbers. We got 62 people watching right now. It's wonderful, wonderful. UFC 219, we're going to be doing our Fight Buddies, and that's wonderful, wonderful. And before we get anything going, we have Christmas topics. There we go. We're going to get back to the Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather situation because there's so many things to talk about with that. With the boxing's done now. Now we're going to focus on MMA with Conor being back. But there are a couple of things over here. Nate Diaz, connected to the whole situation as well, says, I'll fight when I'm approached respectfully. This is Nate Diaz. So he's going to fight when he's approached respectfully. There was mumblings that he's going to be going over to boxing. I'm still not sold him going to boxing over there. I don't know if there's going to be a huge money fight for him in boxing. Honestly, I think Nate Diaz would make more money in the UFC. That's just my opinion over there. A guy like Conor going into Floyd Mayweather, I could see, but I don't know who Nate Diaz would fight to get him that super huge money fight in boxing. So I think he might stay in the UFC. I think he'll get paid more. He's one of those rare occasions where he might actually get more money in the UFC. We'll see. What's next for Nate Diaz? I mean, he's going to come back. I mean, he can't just rely on that money with McGregor, his 2 fights for the rest of his career. So he'll be back. Jim Ross says, fans are jonesing for Lesnar. UFC return because MMA is lacking a superstar right now. And we were talking about that before. They are. The UFC needs something. I like the young talent that's coming up. I like the heavyweight division where you see some older guys making some noise and staying up top. But we need something. We need something. And maybe we need something like a Brock Lesnar stumbling back into the cage. We're going to find out with John Jones. I think it's the beginning of next year. His trial date. I'm not sure when John Jones. Let me look for that. But I know there is something set for John Jones. Let's see. John Jones. I think they're saying he can get up to 4 years. Let's see. There's nothing on it. There's someone, I read something about John Jones next year who's going to go to trial for this whole situation with the drugs. But up to 4 years, it's insane. Imagine 4 years of no John Jones. It'd be insanity. It'd be insanity. Kobe's Corners here says we do need something. We do. Guys, I mean, not only do we need it, like, look at this, for instance, okay? We get ratings when we have, like, circus shit like this motherfucker, right? It helps us. But as a fan, too, you need something. You need some juice. Are you telling me, right? Now, remember, UFC on Fox, Lawler versus RDA tanked. It tanked. It didn't do that good on Fox. It was fun to watch. I did fucking good on YouTube. I did fantastic. But Fox didn't do too well because no one gives a fuck. And then for UFC 219, we got this shit. This is the card. The end of the year. This is the fucking card that they're giving us. Chris Cyborg versus Holly Holm, which is a banging co-main event. And to me personally, I think it's a shit main event. It's a shit main event. That is my 2 cents on that. But as a card, it's not bad. Okay, middle of the year it'd be fine. I could deal with it. But for the end of the year, after UFC 217, UFC 218, this is the card we get. Condit versus Magny. Welcome back, Condit. Cavillo versus Esparza. Yay. Jimmy Rivera versus Lineker. Okay. Khabib versus Barboza, if we even know he's going to make weight. And then we have Cyborg versus Holm. This thing could be an utter disaster if this man doesn't make weight. This card could be an utter disaster. Now, this fight's fun to watch. It's cool. I'm down with it. It's cool. I mean, I would have rather seen Saki, but we have a replacement. DeCasey versus Hooker. Keep an eye on this fight, by the way. This is one of the fights to look out for. This is going to be an explosive one here. But as a pay-per-view, the end of the year, we need a superstar. We need someone that everyone could look for. A man named a Conor McGregor or someone with any sort of star power. We need it. We need it in the worst way. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to open up the phone lines. We got a 2-hour show today, and we're going to take you to Jessie Belle Hill's show. The after show. The swollenness of Jessie Belle Hill's been killing it. So if you have not subscribed to Jessie, go to her channel right now. She's in there, the moderator. Click on her blue wrench and go subscribe to JBH because she is wonderful, wonderful. Chris H., I quite frankly don't give a shit. MMA-Holes are arseholes is flawless. Thank you. KMX is, of course, Darth is here. Nerds is KMX. Modern day Amazons reminds me, well, yeah, Eddie Machete, what's up? Reminds me I got to change my last name to Hooker. There you go, Brian Roger. There you go.
Wonderful, wonderful.
KMX Yos is Tanner. Let's see. Wow, we got a fucking flying chat over here. Shout out to the chat room. Shout out to the FAP room.
FAP.
Shout out to you motherfuckers. All right, we're going to open up the phone lines. Going to have a little bit of fun. I'm going to try to get MARLYNN Lane at the tail end of the show. See if we can get her in on the horn. And here we go. Lines are open. 516-522-0267. This is the last show before Christmas, so this is indeed our Christmas show, and it's fucking snowing. I can't even believe it. Who would have thought? First time ever it would snow on the show. Chris, you rock, says NH. And NH is wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Shout out to the 7%. Swole in this bitch. My dream fight would be the GOAT CM Punk versus former GOAT Artem Lobov. Make it happen, Dana. Make it happen. Chris H, your profile picture is shit. Chris H, why are you so sensitive? All right. Here we go. You're live on the MMA-Holes. What's your name? Where you from?
It's your boy Chris H, son.
Chris H, what's up, my man? What's going on?
I was waiting on you, Chris.
What's going on, man?
Not much, man. Not much. Fucking working. Fucking. You already know, man. Yo, I was watching all these fights, dude. Like, I was like, man. Yo, I think Mike Perry was injured, bro. I don't know.
Really? So you think he was injured before? He got injured during the Ponzinibbio fight, or before, or what happened?
I think. Well, you want to know something, man? Look, I'm not trying to talk out of my ass. I think before the fight he was injured because if you look at the first round, he's never stepping in his punches. He's never really. And he's staggering in the clinch. Like it's weird, man. I know it was weird. Like he didn't have the same pop, you know.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's possible. Mike Perry doesn't seem like the guy to make excuses. He didn't really bring up the eye poke. He did say he was gassed.
I'm connecting it to the Wi-Fi. Hold on.
All right, good. What are you doing?
Hold on.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you. What happened?
Go ahead, man. Go ahead, bruh.
Yeah, I'm cutting you some slack because your name is Chris, so I'll give you a pass.
Yo, shout out to the chat, though. Shout out to the chat, though. I love them.
Shout out to that chat. They're a bunch of. Are you smoking on something?
Huh?
Are you smoking on some reefer? Be honest.
Hell yeah.
All right,
yeah, man. I got a bowl ready right now.
Nice. What are you smoking on tonight?
I was in Cali for like 3 months, dude.
Oh, yeah?
I was in Cali for 3 months. Anyway, let's get back to the fights, bro.
Yeah, let's do that.
Anyway. Yeah. Dude, it's a funny channel, man. I love you guys.
I appreciate it.
What was I saying?
I don't know.
I think Perry was injured, man. I don't know, man, but
All right.
who knows, dude? RDA, he's a beast, dude. He's durable. He's fucking durable, man.
Well, all right, and we're gonna keep going on that. Thank you for the call. That was Chris H jumping in, and Mike Perry being hurt. I don't know if he was hurt. I mean, every fighter's hurt going into it. He said he was gassed. Holy shit! Everyone, whip your tits out! Marky Wahoo! With the pervert cameraman.
Hey, I can see your underwear. Put your boobies in the air. Flapping like I just don't care. Can I lick your pubic hair? Snap a picture, time to share. Took my meat vision impaired. Filthy mind, I need a prayer. Pervert cameraman, beware. Pervert cameraman, show them tits.
Show them.
Pervert cameraman, $10 tip.
Oh yeah.
Pervert cameraman, Yanni Celeste. Pervert cameraman,
show them breasts. Boobies. My favorite donation ever. Marky Wahoo.
Santa medium light skin tone beer mugs.
Light skin tone beer mugs. What the fuck are light skin tone beer mugs? Well, thank you very much, Mr. Wahoo, with the pervert cameraman. Now I take my bottle. It's not a dildo. It's a bottle of water. Thank you so much for the pervert cameraman donation. Now that is a fucking donation. Link in the description if you want to see more of that shit. How about them fucking apples? 70. It's Christmas. Dig into your fucking wallets and donate to the Swole Show on YouTube. The MMA-Holes.
I've got 10 likes. I've got 10 likes. I've got 10 likes. Fuck you, dislikes. I've got 10 likes. I've got 10 likes. I've got 10 likes. I hope the dislikes die of AIDS.
You guys are fucking awesome. 71 likes, 70 people watching. It is wonderful, wonderful. We're going to open up the phone lines. Let's talk about anything and everything over here. I want to hear your thoughts. Now, Mike Perry, the last caller was talking about Mike Perry. Some people in the chat, I did notice, they're saying, does Mike Perry belong at 155? He has a tough time hitting 170. When 165 comes out, which is probably inevitable, I think Perry would be perfect at 165. But you see, it's tough for him to hit 170. It's a tough cut for him. I think with his size, he has to be somewhere around 165 to really look good. But Mike Perry says he has to work on his cardio and this and that. Maybe he carries too much muscle. I don't know what it was. I don't think he was injured, like Chris said, our previous caller. But he definitely has to work on some cardio, like he said. He was puking after the fight. So goes back to the drawing board. He's still young. He still has a lot of promise. Is he going to be the next big thing? It's to be determined. It really is. It's Big Dick Gene. What's up, Big Dick Gene in this bitch? What's up, my man? Big Dick Gene. I see some new faces in here. Welcome, new folks. If you have not subscribed to the MMA-Holes, get in on it. Get in on the subscriber button right now. Back in the cage, Conor McGregor. Phone lines are open. Let me know. Is Floyd Mayweather being a prick bag? Is he going to fight in the UFC? Is he ever going to box again? On Instagram, Floyd Mayweather is putting videos, live streams, actually. And I have to say, make sure you follow Floyd Mayweather on Instagram. The motherfucker from his strip club is live streaming. And all his bitches are twerking and shit like that. And he's just sitting there with a fucking bottle of beer and just like toasting the camera and doing his thing over there. It's just real cringe, but good for him. He's enjoying life. I don't know if he's going to be back. I mean, he's 40-something years old. Why would he get in a cage? He has more money than God. Just makes no fucking sense. Jesse Bill Hill, the moderator, is beeping in the chat. Conor McGregor tweets out. He tweets out this. Pussy. Oops. Hold on. Pussy. That's all he tweets out. Directed to Floyd Money Mayweather. I think Floyd's not coming back, if you want my opinion. I don't think he's coming back. I think it was all hoopla just to get into the news, you know, get his name out there, see what people say. I feel Conor McGregor is going to fight mixed martial arts like they say he is. And if we look over here, he's training as well. Here he is over here. He's rolling around on the mat. A lot of people say he looks, they were making like memes and shit like that saying he looks all cracked out and coked up. But here he is on the mat again, where he belongs and doing his shit. So the question is, what's next for Conor? It's not if Floyd's going to come back, because that's kind of gotten squashed. He's older. It just doesn't make any fucking sense. So the question is this. What is next for Conor, right? Is it Nate Diaz? I want him to defend the goddamn belts. I mean, if he fights Nate Diaz, it's going to be for the 155 belt, right? He's going to defend it technically. But I wish the Tony Conor thing would happen already to shut up all the fucking haters. I just want it to happen. Because what happens if Conor defends the belt against Tony Ferguson and wins? Then what are people going to say? I need to hear what those people are going to say. The phone lines are open, 516-522-0267. Let's check the chat. Floyd likes to stay relevant. He will be back in one way or another. Is that what you're trying to say? Does not want to be out of the spotlight. So Robbie's saying that Floyd's going to be back. I hope you're right, man. Pat Mack is here. What's up? He's getting ready for Tony. X-Go says, dear God. Oh, I lost you. Fuck. You guys are going fast in this motherfucker. Gonna put slow mode on this bitch. Dear God, please make Floyd enter the UFC cage. I don't say fight because he would lose in 26 seconds. Please make it happen. Please, please. I want to see it happen. I want to see Floyd get his ass kicked. And a lot of the people in the boxing world were releasing stuff saying that people will pay big money to watch Floyd Mayweather lose. They would pay big money to watch Floyd Mayweather get into a cage. Could you imagine what that pay-per-view would be worth if Floyd Mayweather was entering an octagon? Now, some people are saying this. Oh, shit. Hold on a second. Holy fuck. Hold on. I almost had a fucking disaster over here. I almost had a disaster in a bitch. I was running on battery, and the show almost just got shut down. People are saying that Floyd Mayweather, if he was going to fight in an octagon. Did I show my penis there? Did you guys see my penis? Let me know. He was going to fight in an octagon. He needs a couple of fluff fights before he fights Conor. But I say this, all right? Put your Floyd Money Mayweather mouth where your mouth is. That's what I say. Put your Floyd Money Mayweather where your mouth is. That's what I say. If Conor goes into the boxing world and steps in with arguably one of the greatest boxers of all time, why not Floyd Mayweather step in the cage and fight Conor McGregor at his game, right? A lot of people said that Floyd made Conor look stupid by putting him away with that Nike swoosh snot thing. Why not go the other way around? So that's what I want to see. I want to see him get in the cage with Conor. None of this fluff MMA fight shit. Get in the cage with Conor, dickbag. Conor says pussy. So Conor says, come on, Floyd. I'm waiting for you, motherfucker. What's up, Sega Camp Gamers here? Now that the Sega Camp Gamers here, and when we get to 80 likes, I will play his version of the 10 More Likes song. We got 70 Fooks watching. What's going on? Welcome to the wonderful, wonderful show of the MMA-Holes. This is our holiday show. That's right. Merry Fucking Christmas. Merry Fucking Christmas. 2018 is right around the corner, and time's flying over here in the MMA-Holes. So it is crazy. It's crazy stuff. Floyd filled the UFC void. Matt Humphrey says. Trisket. The Dragon says they would have more divisions if they are serious about fighters' health. They need to have more divisions. And that seems like a hot topic, too. The phone lines are open if you guys want to call in. Check it out, 516-522-0267. That is another topic I do want to touch base on. We've spoken about it before. 165, 155, 175. Should they make those divisions 10-pound increments between the divisions? Something that I feel is inevitable. Floyd would be dragged out of the UFC cage like his wives were taken out of his house on a stretcher. It's funny, X-Ghost. A lot of people just forget about that stuff. I don't understand. I mean, Bill Burr is a comedian, and he said, you know, he's always made those jokes that, you know, when a woman gets beaten, there's always a reason, right? Like he always says, like he has like a routine about it, and it's fucked up. It's a fucked up bit that he has. But how do people get a pass for hitting a woman? You know, like Floyd Mayweather smacking some women around, and then, you know, they're just paying him tons of money to fight people. I don't get it. I don't understand. I've been in some fights with some women, you know. The only fights I could win. I've been in some arguments with women, I should say. And I'm not going to fucking put my hands on a woman. I'm going to leave the situation. If you're going to put your hands on a woman, how do you root for that guy? I don't understand. I don't get it. Yet people do. Play Harry Johnson music, says a Decider 911. Harry Johnson. All right. So for those of you who don't know who Harry Johnson is, for those of you who don't know, I'll do this for my friends. Okay. In my description over here, I have a lot of stuff. So go check that out. Jesse with the beeps. But link in the description. All right. There is my second channel. Where is it? Here's the second channel. The second channel, I'm doing some gaming stuff over there. Right. Some wonderful, wonderful stuff. And if you go over to my gaming channel, you could find like dysfunctional gaming and shit like that. There's a gentleman called Harry Johnson. Where is he? The fuck is he? Hold on. I'm going to show you my last stream. Here. So Harry Johnson. I'm going to give you a little taste of Harry. All right. Here's me with a Santa hat on. Okay. So here's Harry Johnson. I'm going to show you guys. This is on the second channel. We made a UFC fighter. His name is Harry Johnson. And every time he walks out to the cage, Harry Johnson, well, there he is. There's Harry. He's a really good-looking guy. You can see he's got the red hair with the red afro hair with a nice purple mustache. Actually, the MMA-Holes made him. So you should be proud of your creation over there. He hasn't won a fight yet. He can't even get into the Tough House. He's trying to get into the Tough House. And here's his first fight over here. Check it out. Let's go. Harry Johnson's back. Let's see if he can finally win his first fight. And there's his walkout song. Take a look. It's in our book. Don't look human. Take a look. It's in a book. All right. Reading wing. All right. So Harry Johnson, if you want to see more of our creation, Harry Johnson, go subscribe to the second channel. Harry Scuff.5000. Oh God. Yeah. If you need more autism, go check out the second channel over there. And that's his. Yeah, that's right, Sega. His walkout song is "You Sing Reading Rainbow." There's a lot of ridiculousness that goes on this channel and the second channel over here. So it's a reason to be subscribed to the MMA-Holes because we are wonderful, wonderful. All right. Anyways. 5,000. Right,
Oh, God.
Stop it. Stop
Yeah.
it. Stop. If you need more autism, go
Stop
check out
it.
the second channel over there. And that's his. Yeah, that's right. All right. There we go. Anyway, legendary is his decider. Yeah, he is a legend. Harry Johnson's a legend in his own mind. It is what it is. All right, so let's get back to the topic over here. Back in the cage, Conor McGregor. All right. I want to know now. Now that Conor's coming back next year, I need to know. I have to know. What's next? What is going to be next for Conor? We need to find out tonight. It's the reason why we're doing this show. Is it Floyd? Is it Nate? Is it Max? Is it Tony Ferguson? I have to know. Who could it be? Is it Paulie Malignaggi? Let me fucking know in this wonderful, wonderful chat over here. I don't know if it's going to be Floyd Mayweather. I'm going to still go with Nate, man. I'm going to still go with Nate Diaz. That's what I'm going to say. Floyd isn't going in the cage. He made an announcement on some phone calls saying that he wasn't actually meaning it. Yeah, Josh Brown, we spoke about it earlier in the show. We brought up this article right over here. For those of you jumping in right now, we did speak about this briefly before. Conor said, yeah. Dana said, yes, it's happening. And then Floyd's like, no. He's like, no. There's no. And then Conor McGregor responds with a pussy. Responds with a pussy message. So that's where we're up to right now. But you never know, right? You never fucking know. You never know. Bitch, where's my lamp chops? Pow, bam, slap, says Kenshiro. I hate Charlie Z, says ex-ghost. Tony Conor is what I want. It is time. Decider says, the only will be one have trouble with is Khabib. So Khabib will be the only one they'll have trouble with. McGregor versus Mayweather in the octagon. It will happen. Money Talks is welcome to the jungle. His ass better just fight someone soon, says David Alves. David Alves says just fucking fight already. It looks like April, man. It looks like May or April. I'm going to say May because I think May is a big month for the UFC. So I'm going to go May with that one. Still want a dream fight with GSP and Conor. And the reason why I didn't say GSP, Josh Brown, is this. That's probably the one that I just don't see happening. It just doesn't make sense. As much as I'm a fan of Conor McGregor, let's be honest. He's not beating GSP. Conor knows he's not beating GSP. It's not happening. I don't care how old GSP is. It's just not happening. So it just makes no sense. I think there will be money in that fight. I just don't think it makes sense. Does anyone in the chat actually think that Conor has a chance to get GSP? I don't think he does. It's fascinating though when you see the weight thing. Like RDA goes up, he's running through everyone at 170. You got to think, what would have happened if Conor met RDA? Where's DeReal? Is he dead? I don't know. DeReal's been MIA ever since his last appearance on the MMA-Holes. He hasn't really come back. What up, A-Side, says J Smooth. Thanks to Ann H. My 7% OG filled with Christmas glee. There you go. Glee to the tit. Yo, T Sup Bro, says the A-Side. It's good to see all you motherfuckers on a Wednesday night. This is episode number 64. Yeah, it looks like DeReal's dead. Nope, no chances. Josh Brown against GSP. I am not impressed by your performance, says Eddie Machete. Pat Mack says, I think Conor has a punching chance for sure. So I guess you could say that, but I think there's no way it's going to, yeah. The GSP marks Conor, says Jesse Bell-Hill. I think already. So this is something we need to talk about. When I had tickets for UFC 196, it was supposed to be Conor McGregor versus RDA. That was the one that was supposed to happen. And I honestly thought that Conor was going to beat RDA. Conor could still beat RDA because think about this. RDA was cutting down to 155, gets smoked by Eddie Alvarez. Eddie Alvarez gets smoked by Conor McGregor. It's just fascinating. The whole thing is fascinating. So you have to wonder, RDA, was that weight cut just ridiculous for him? Was it just too much for him? But then he wins a belt at 155. You can't figure mixed martial arts out. You can't. MMA math. You just can't figure this shit out. RDA runs over, or gets run over by Eddie Alvarez, right? Then beats Robbie Lawler at 170? It just doesn't make any sense. You got to think, right? If Eddie Alvarez runs over RDA, Conor runs over RDA, right? Because he already ran over Eddie Alvarez. But that's usually not the case. I want to know, just out of curiosity what the chat thinks. I still think that Conor versus RDA at 155, the fight that was supposed to happen, I still think Conor beats him. I really do, just because of the tough weight cut. At 170, it's a different animal. RDA at 170 looks great. The problem with RDA at 170 is Tyron Woodley's not getting past Woodley. That's just not happening. Let me know in the chat what you guys think. If that fight were to ever happen again, You know, Conor McGregor, or ever had happen at all. MMA math isn't a good formula to go by, Chris. This is Darth Bane. Yeah, well, that's basically the point I'm saying. It's like, it's so fucked up. You know, the whole thing is so fucked up. Conor, a KO RDA at 155, and at 170, Conor in his head RDA still taking the dive. This is Matt Humphreys. Own Lawler's ass is Olympia Lowlife. JBH, if I donate $1 million to you, would you have to pay taxes on it? We have to pay taxes on fucking $2. It's just ridiculous. I can't even believe that I have to pay taxes on this shit. It's incredibly ridiculous. Chris, the rumor is that Lola was hurt going into the fight, says Abba Zaba. Aren't they all, though? Let's be honest. Robbie Lawler versus Cowboy Cerrone. Robbie Lawler looked like shit. Wow, Marky says, in my opinion, Conor looked good at 170. I don't know about that. I don't know if Conor at 170 I don't like. Conor at 155 is perfect. Even if 165 came about, Conor would be perfect over there. 170, I know it's only a 5-pound difference, but 165, I don't know. These boys are too big over there. You know? Could you imagine, like, Tyron Woodley versus Conor McGregor at 170? It just doesn't look good. Lola got his leg fucked up, which stopped his mobility in the second round, says Eddie Machete. And yeah, RDA was chopping down the leg. I wasn't surprised, man. I picked RDA in that one. I got the other ones wrong, but I picked RDA, and I honestly felt very confident with that pick. RDA he's soaring at 170. Robbie Lawler's on the downcline. Robbie Lawler, he's not what he used to be. And think about all those wars that Lawler's in. I think he's taken the most punches to the mush than any other fighter in the UFC. So I'm not surprised. And I don't think, unfortunately, Robbie Lawler with a belt around his waist, it's not going to happen. We're done with that. I think a real interesting fight to look at is at UFC 219. And it's this fight over here. I was peeking at this fight before, right? Because eventually I'm going to have to make picks for UFC 219. And I pick all my fights right. Till versus Woodley, says Christopher Shelton. You know what? It's just a matter of time, Christopher. It's just a matter of time. But this fight over here, God, this is a tough one to pick. Just looking at this one. Carlos Condit versus Neil Magny. Carlos Condit taking that long break. Neil Magny catching L's left and right. The guy was on a run, Neil Magny. But I just can't stop looking at this fight. It fascinates me. It's a good matchup. You know, especially with Condit with his break. All right, so actually he's been alternating. He was on a 3-fight win streak, and this is the streak I was talking about before. Like, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in a row. I mean, the opponents aren't, you know, they're nothing ridiculous over here. Let's see who he lost to. Maia, L. Then a 3-fight win streak. Larkin, where he got popped. I was shocked in that fight. Larkin popped him in the first round. And then RDA. So his last 2 losses are Lorenz Larkin, who was trying to stay into the UFC, making quick work of Neil Magny. That was a weird fight. Then he wins against Johnny Hendricks, which is nothing to write home about. I think Hendricks won that fight, to be honest. But he got the nod. And then RDA was his last loss. And then you look at Carlos Condit with that long break. And Decider says,
Who the fuck is that guy?
You look at Carlos Condit, and this guy's been, he's out for a little while. I like the natural born killer, Carlos Condit. But you got 2 losses in a row. Damian Maia, okay, and the Robbie Lawler fight. The Robbie Lawler fight was banging. That was a great fight. The Maia win was crazy. The first round, got choked out. But Tyron Woodley caught the L. This was that weird one where he hurt his leg. I think Tyron Woodley kicked his leg or some shit like that. It was a bizarre fight, that one. But he hasn't fought since 2016, August 27th of 2016. So he's been out for a while. Jackson Wink, back, Neil Magny. And I look at it, I don't fucking know. Neil is losing his soul to Condit. So let me know what you guys think in the chat. Who would you choose in this one? I'm just very curious because looking at it, I've been tossing it back and forth. And honestly, I don't think there's a layup in this. Back in the day, yeah, I say Carlos Condit all day. But Neil Magny looks like he has a little chip on his shoulder right now. Carlos Condit is trying to get back. I don't know. This is a tough one for me. Holly says Decider. If you can't afford BBB, then you ain't big baller, says Mr. Danky. Take them stupid-ass glasses off. This is Christopher Shelton. Paul's Nightclub Shooter says he got snitched. Let's see. Whitaker versus Rockhold. Who you got? I'm still going with Whitaker on that one. He says I got Whitaker because we're both Aussie and he's just a beast. It scares me the size difference between the two. I mean, Luke Rockhold he just looks like a monster next to Whitaker. But that doesn't mean shit, especially when you're fighting a guy that can strike like Robert Whitaker. Pat Max says Carlos Condit. Dragon 67 says Condit. Funkus says Condit. Marky Wahoo says Condit is a great fighter, and real ragdoll Magni. Everyone is going with Condit. Spiritual Joe says, what is the bright light coming from your picture? That's heaven. That's Conor McGregor in heaven, right? That's Conor McGregor in heaven. Let's see what else we got here. I'm trying to see that ass at 145, says Eddie Machete. All right. CC gonna slept this biatch. So Carlos Condit for the win. White versus black, always go white, says Brian Roger. Is that how it works? Magni, if it goes to the ground, Condit on the feet. Well, both of them are really not that great on the ground. Rockhold didn't go, got no chin. So wait, Rockhold don't got no chin, though, says Mr. Danky. My prediction, Condit, Khabib, and home. It's interesting at UFC 219 how a lot of people are going in the favor of Holly Holm. NH has Condit. Easy win for Whitaker, says Kane Plays. I'm going with Magni, Ring Rust, bro. Rondo. I'm in. Like, I'm asking these people, and everyone's going Condit. I kind of agree with you, Rondo. I think Magni's going to get this one. I'm not going to give my guaranteed pick until UFC 219, but I am leaning towards Neil Magny. I think there's going to be a little bit of a surprise in that one. Holly Holm versus Chris Cyborg is the headliner for this card. I need to know in the chat, okay, I've been complaining about this. Are you guys satisfied with this card being your end of the year card? UFC 219. Seriously, yes or no? Take a look at this card. Take a good look at this card. A good.
That's it. Yeah, good.
Look at this card and let me know. Are you satisfied with this card as your end of the year card? Yes or no? Let me know right now in the chat. I say no. I say fucking no. I'm pumped that's a fight, but I say no. What do you guys say? Chris, I am always going with home. I'm always going with home. Beat Cyborg. Dragon says. Josh Brown says. Mr. Danky says. What else we got in here? Holly is gonna knock her out. Fuck no, says Jay. I want a hole by hole comparison to make my pick. Who has, hold on, the tighter hole, Holly or Cyborg? I'm going to have to go with Cyborg since she's got a penis. Obviously not, says JL. Jessie, what? All right, Jessie King Plays. Let's see. We've had a lot of stacked cards recently. I'm fine with this. Is Tanner. So Tanner says? He had 2018. Well, 218 and 217 were fucking wonderful, but.
Wonderful.
I don't know. I think it sucks. I think the card sucks. I'm still bitter from UFC 208, sorry. It's a strong Fox card. It's a booty end of the year pay-per-view, says Trisket. Hell no, says NH. I think it's a joke. It's a good card for a mid-year card, maybe, says JL. I agree. I'm not satisfied either, but hold on. I lost you. Fuck. God damn, you're going fast. I lost you. Sorry, my friends. You guys are fucking flying right now. I'm trying to keep up, but you guys are killing it in that chat. Keep it going. Matt Humphrey, you got no Cyborg does his pulse. Joey with the numbers in his bitch. 3 bold predictions. We see Silva versus GSP at 185. This is Marky Wahoo. Well, GSP said he's not fighting at 185 anymore, so I just don't see that happening. Holloway moves up, and we see Holloway versus Khabib fight, and Rose loses first defense. Now, the only thing I agree with you is Rose losing her first defense, Marky. I don't see Holloway versus Khabib. I don't even know how the hell that's going to happen, because I don't even know if Khabib could even stay at 155. Khabib misses weight. If Khabib misses weight again, that card is going to be sad as fuck, Trisket. Yeah, I said that before. Now, guys, if you have not subscribed yet, you're new to this shit, drop a sub, 1 more like, and we'll play the 10 more like song, but the Sega version of the 10 more like song. So let's hit 80 on the likes. And if you're not subscribed, do it, because we do 3 shows a week: Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Here we go. Wonderful Wednesdays. That's right. TGIW is what it's called. And we are the MMA-Holes. If Khabib misses weight, this fight card is going to be garbage. It's going to be absolute garbage. Shite. If Khabib loses and misses weight. So let me know in the chat what you guys think. Last week I heard that Khabib was like 30 pounds over. Let me know. Do you think Khabib is going to make weight? All right. Now this is going to be an interesting question. WME-OMG. You suck at UFC, says Kinshiro Ryu. There you go.
Wonderful.
You suck. You suck. All right. Let me know yes or no. TGIW says Brian Roger. Is Khabib going to make weight or not? Yes or no? Let me know in the chat. I'm going to say yes. I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. And before I do that, we've got 10 more likes.
I got 10 more likes. I got 10 more likes. I got 10 more likes. Fuck you, dislikes. I got 10 more likes. I got 10 more likes. I got 10 more likes. I hope those dislikes die of age.
Thank you, Sega Camp Gamer, for the 10 more like song. You are wonderful.
Wonderful.
There you go. Remix. That's right. 81 likes on a Wednesday. This is awesome. The greatest Christmas present ever. I do appreciate it. Thank you so much for those donations. We got an hour more of this show, and then we're going to take you to the Jessie Belle Hill after show. She is our moderator. Can we hit? Holy shit. We're at 81 on a Wednesday night. That is fucking awesome. But the question is this. Look at this tip jar. Would you look at it? Will we hit 100 likes for Christmas? Can we hit 100 likes for Christmas? Unbelievable. So close.
Wonderful.
All right, we'll find out tonight. We have an hour to hit that. If MARLYNN Lane is here, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to send MARLYNN a link before I forget, because I get carried away with the show. And friend of the show, MARLYNN Lane. Let's see if we can get her on here. All right. I'm going to send her a link because I know I'm going to forget to do it. All right. The MMA-Holes. That's what you're watching. Okay. All right. There we go. I know I'm going to forget that. All right. Beat. Smash that like button, says Jessie Belle Hill. That's right. Listen to our moderator. She knows best. 6,078 subscribers. Welcome, new friends of the MMA-Holes, and a Merry Christmas. I hope you're wonderful.
Wonderful.
We have 3 shows a week, so that's why you want to subscribe to the GOAT channel, the MMA-Holes channel. Now, I know I missed it before. You probably voted already, but I do need to know if Khabib is going to be making weight. So drop your votes in right now. Yes or no? Yes or no? Let me know if Khabib is going to make weight for UFC 219. I know I missed it the first time around, but fuck you. It's snowing. It's fucking snowing. The snow is here for the people on the West Coast. We have some West Coast viewers, so I figured I'd bring you some snow. That's right. NFL is rigged through the refs, says Brian Roger. Jessie, do you call of Duty? All right. Is Floyd going to fight in the UFC, says Cool DDP. We spoke about it earlier. We can speak about it again, and I say no. Because here is the article over here, and he basically says no, he's not doing it. MMA, according to MMA Junkies, he says no. If he were to fight multiple fights before Conor McGregor and then fight Conor McGregor, he says he could make $1 billion, but he never said to Dana White that he will fight in the UFC. Fuck LeVar. Yes, he's been looking skinny lately. So Pat Max says yes. Khabib is making weight. Seth says yes. He's making weight. Let's see. George, and you're bipolar emotional. All right. No, says Dragon. He's not making weight. No. Exo says, Chris, we don't have snow, but we have ash falling from all the fires, says Exo. Jesus Christ. Are those fires still going in LA? Those horrific fires over there? I mean, that's fucking insanity. That's fucking illegal. Those fires. If he does, he gets fucked, says Kane Plays. All right, so that's the next question over there. That is the next question. Who's going to fucking win this fight? This one I'm not going to give you any opinion on. This one I'm going to let it dangle because this is an interesting fight over here. Khabib versus Barboza. Who the fuck's going to win this fight? Khabib has no blemishes on his record. And he's fighting Edson Barboza, who has the leg kicks to chop down trees. He could chop down trees with them fucking leg kicks. Very, very, very interesting. No for Floyd's his dragon. It's Christmas time in the MMA-Hole city. Ding-a-ling. Soon it will be whole gay. I'm not sure what that means. Chris, no. Khabib won't make weight. So Anna's saying no. Saying that Khabib won't make weight. God, I hope he makes weight. We've said it. We all agree. If he does not make weight, this card's a goddamn disaster. Sup holes. Aussie too. What's up, my friend? Chris, if Khabib doesn't make weight, who replaces him? Fuck. This card is fucked. If he doesn't make weight, someone's got to step in, right? You got to think someone's floating around at 155. Who would replace Khabib? It's a great question. Let's go check out the $155ers over here. And who is available? Eddie Alvarez is out sidelined. Gaeth G, I'm sure the same thing. Nate Diaz floating around, but not enough money in that thing. Tony Ferg, nope. All right, we're going down the list. Kevin Lee. We haven't heard much about Kevin Lee. But I don't know if he walks around at 155. You got to get these guys that might be able to make weight last minute. You might have to look at a $145er, that walks around naturally around 155. You might have to look in that direction for a fight. Honestly, I think if Barboza misses weight, Khabib misses weight, it's a complete disaster. A complete disaster. I don't think the fight gets replaced. I think what's going to happen, the Roundtree fight could get bumped up. It's a decent fight over here. Khalil Roundtree versus
Who the fuck is that guy?
that's an interesting fight. And then DeCase, he could be the headliner over here. So that's probably what would happen. They would bump it up and Barboza gets fucked. You got to think that these fighters that sign on to fight a Khabib have in the contract like some fucking, you got to think they have something in the contract that says if Khabib doesn't make weight, you get some sort of money. You're guaranteed some sort of money for it. I think they get half of their purse or some shit like that. But if you're fighting a guy like Khabib and he's always missing weight, it's a disaster. And Kinshir Ryu says it's a disaster too. This card is a mess. Without the Khabib fight, it's a complete mess. Even with the Khabib fight, it's a fucking mid-year pay-per-view. That's it. Honestly, if it wasn't for the belt, it's like a glorified like Fox card. You put a couple of fights under. It's not the best pay-per-view for the end of the year. Mid-year I could deal with it. End of the year it's just straight up trash. It's a direct link to DeReal's what media section again? Barboza gets lucky head kick and KOs Khabib. I guess he's #1 contender. He is. Think about it. Could you imagine though if Khabib gets his first L against Barboza? That just spikes Barboza right up the rankings easily. Matt Humphrey says, so on a serious note, for this whole community, what do people think about recent coach suicide? Who killed himself? But I have strong opinions on suicide. I get fucked up when you hear about suicide. Like when I hear about it, I should say. Suicide's fucking serious shit. You know what fucked me up, Chester from Lincoln Park, when I found out about that. Now, thankfully, I don't have anyone in my family, but I have friends that relatives and stuff like that committed suicide, and it's a serious thing. I don't know what coach committed suicide, but that shit is something you don't take lightly. So, I feel for families and shit like that. You know what I hate about that? Not to bring the show down, but thanks whoever said that. Now we're gonna bring the fucking show down. You know what I hate about the whole suicide thing? When people say, "Oh, it's a selfish move," suicide. People are usually like in serious depression when it comes to suicide. So I don't think it's a selfish move. I think that people are reaching out for help, crying out for help, and they don't get it, and they fucking off themselves. Kevin Lee's coach. Oh, so Matt Humphrey says Kevin Lee's coach committed suicide. I didn't even hear about it. So there you go. Robert Folis is Abba Zaba. Let me look it up. Robert Folis on the Googly Googs. Here we go. Let's see. Coroner says the death of decorated MMA coach Robert Folis at 48 years old. Ruled suicide. Fuck. 48. Where does life go wrong? Now, we make fucking jokes over here. I've been guilty of making fucking terrible jokes about things. Suicide's a fucked up thing. It's a really, really fucked up thing, I don't know, man. I can't stand when people are like it's selfish. I have friends that do that. I got into arguments with people. Was it a setup or not? What are we talking about? I get into arguments with people when they say, "Oh my God, it's selfish." It infuriates me. Like he wasn't thinking about his family and his children and this and that. It can come across as a selfish move, but if you off yourself, right? If you kill yourself, clearly there's something fucking wrong in the noodle, you know? Clearly your head is out of control. The Chester thing with Linkin Park, like you listen to his songs and the pain in his lyrics, you're like, holy fuck. Oh, Chris Cornell fucked up Darth Bane. Now, I've seen Soundgarden a lot. I've seen Soundgarden a lot in my younger years. I wasn't a huge Soundgarden fan, but you don't want people to commit suicide. And then I found out that Chester offed himself. What was it, on the anniversary of, or no, it was on Cornell's birthday, I think it was. Our funny times together could be saving someone thinking about it, says Matt Humphrey. You know what? You're right. You're fucking right, Matt. Suicide is very sad. Sucks, says Ann H. What's up, Fears Man? Speaking of suicide, Fears Man. I'm going to commit suicide right now.
Wonderful.
Fears Man, what's going on, you fuck? What's going on? He's wonderful, wonderful. Yeah, it's a touchy subject, man. It's a touchy subject. I think everyone has some sort of Spoon Man with the numbers is quoting fucking Soundgarden. It's a crazy subject, suicide. It really is. You know, you could be very close to someone and they could be screaming for help, but they look fine and you don't see it. Could you imagine? I mean, I couldn't even wrap my head around something like that. So, all right, we're going to stop talking about this. Let's start a cult. Christopher Shelton, let's start it. I want you guys to drink. I want you guys to drink this and off yourself when I count to 3. Yo, what's up? EBS Rock says, yo, what's going on, my friend? I hope you are wonderful, wonderful. It's Christmas time, motherfuckers. The snow is out. Let's stop talking about suicide before I fucking off myself. And let's look at this card over here. We're going to move on from UFC 219. I need to, this is next week. Next week's going to be fight week. We're going to get more into detail with this, so you must be subscribed in order to discuss UFC 219. But there are other things to talk about on this wonderful, wonderful show over here, which is called the MMA-Holes. We got 62 watching. What's up, Fuchs? And this Friday, I want to do a, what's up, Spiritual Joe is here. What's up, Spiritual Joe in the house? This Friday, I want to do a Fuke Off Friday with JBH. Fuke Off Friday with JBH. And we need to have Cassandra on and some wonderful, wonderful things over there. We will get in touch with you guys, and we'll let you know. We got to figure out where we're going to do this. If we're going to do it on her channel, my channel, we got to fucking figure it out, but we'll discuss. All right, here we go. The next fight, the first fight of January of 2018 over here is Doohoo Choi versus, who the fuck is that guy?
Who the fuck is that guy?
That's right. Jeremy Stevens, Doohoo Choi is the first fight of the year. This card is banging. I'd rather see this card as the fucking, the last card of the year. This is the one I want to see. It's so much better. Oh shit, motherfucker. Look out, Marlyn. Dance, coffee tip, dance, coffee tip. Pour that coffee out.
Thank you.
Marlyn Lane says,
Happy holidays, MMA-Holes.
there you go. Thank you, Marlyn Lane, for the $5 coffee tip dance. Thank you very much, and you are wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Marlyn Lane, I sent you a link. If you want, come in whenever you want. Crash the show. You're always welcome on the MMA-Holes. And there she goes with the coffee tip dance. Merry Christmas. Thank you so much for the Christmas donations. I do appreciate it. You guys are wonderful, wonderful. Link in the description. And the dollar symbol if you want to tickle our fucking donations and support the greatest show on YouTube. Jeremy Stevens versus Conor. Conor's mom, says Josh Brown. Conor, is that happening?
Yes, sir.
It is happening. I'm starting to really like this show. EBS. EBS. We like you. Lick my balls.
Lick my balls.
Thank you, EBS. I appreciate it. 88 likes. 2 more likes. You get 90. If we get 100 likes, maybe I'll fuck my chair. I don't know. It's Christmas, for God's sakes. What do you guys think of the snow? What other... Does Luke Thomas have snow? I just spit all over myself. Does Luke Thomas have fucking snow? Gary Bandersewicz says, Chris Moss is a name you give a child when stoned at Christmas. Well, Moss is short. It's Moss Dukowitz. No, it's short for something else. But Chris Moss, you know, Merry Christmas was a joke throughout my childhood. Mayweather is nuts, says Ishmael Carrillo. Well, Mayweather, and for those of you jumping in, I know there's some newer viewers the second half of the show here. We spoke about it earlier. Conor McGregor finds out that Floyd Mayweather says, no, I'm not going to fight in the UFC. It's not going to happen. I'm not going to get in that cage. And he says, I was misquoted. So Conor comes back with this. Well, not this. This. Pussy. And that is directed towards Floyd Money Mayweather. And Conor's like, fuck off. I fight in your fucking world. You fight in my world. Fears Man says, we want to hear the 10 more like song. One more like. And you will hear that 10 more like song. You will hear it. Will make your dreams come true. But I was saying this before, guys. I like this card better than UFC 219. It's a great card. Stevens Choi. It's fun, man. Hall versus Belfort. That's an interesting fight over there. Hall coming off of a spectacular win. He was getting his ass whooped. And now he's fighting Vitor Belfort. The retirement party for Vitor Belfort. Trisket has a hairy chest. How many people have a hairy chest to me with the ones? I have a hairy chest. Nothing wrong with it. If you have a hairy chest, friends. Now, I buzz it, of course. During warmer weather. I like to be more aerodynamic. But if you have a hairy chest in the chat, drop a 1 if you have a hairy chest in that chat. Guys, gals, we have 10 more likes. Yes! 10 more likes! Let's go, motherfuckers! Yeah!
I've got 10 more likes.
I've got
10 more likes. I've got 10 more likes.
Whoa, hold on a second.
Super chat.
Hold on a second. EBS rocks. What? EBS rocks. Making Conor fly with the $20 super chat. Holy shit, my head is going to explode. Wonderful. Oh my God, that is wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful.
Thank you, EBS rocks, for making my Christmas just a little bit better and supporting the wonderful, wonderful show of the MMA-Holes. Look at that with the super chat over there. That is wonderful, wonderful. Holy fuck. How about that? EBS rocks with that super chat. Check it out on top of the chat room, just chilling over there with the $20 super chat. Thank you very much. Guys, we're going to take this to 11 p.m. Eastern time, and then we're going to jump over to Jessie Belle Hill's channel. So go subscribe to Jessie Belle Hill. With every donation, my dick gets bigger and bigger. So keep donating right now. Right now. Keep donating to the Swole Show on YouTube and make my dick bigger. Support the greatness of the MMA-Holes. Thank you very much, man. I do appreciate it. That was awesome. EBS rocks with the making the Conor fly. All right. So Uriah Hall, who I have a soft spot for, Uriah Hall. Not like a vagina or anything like that. But I have a soft spot for Uriah Hall. I liked him in The Ultimate Fighter, even though he's a head case. I just like his style, man. As a person, he could be a little annoying. I get it. But as a fighter, I love watching this kid fight. He's explosive. He could finish you at any moment in the fight. So I feel he's going to fucking knock Vitor Belfort's head straight off of his fucking body. If you look what Kelvin Gastelum did to him, I feel like Uriah Hall is going to make it even worse. What do you guys think? Do you think Vitor Belfort has a shot in this fight on January 14th, Stevens versus Choi? Let me know in the chat. It's good to see the chat going and flowing. It's flying tonight. I shaved my beehole, no shame. Boy, oh boy, have you ever drank before Fears Vlogs? Says Spiritual Joe. Spiritual Joe is wonderful, wonderful. Pulse nightclub shooter. Most can't cope with big dollars. Fears. Okay, we got some Fears to it. It looks like Fears is starting a commotion in the chat. So do you keep Super Chat for life or need to re-up each whole show? Says, man, actually, you know, it's Super Chat is the YouTube version of donating. It all gets taxed. You know, we can't slip it under the radar. But it does help. It helps a lot. So it's a little easier to do the Super Chat. I mean, it's literally the fucking $sign there. But the Streamlabs is swole because you can play music with the Streamlabs. Links down below. So whatever tickles your pickle. Whatever tickles your pickle. Fuck it. Uriah Hall says, fuck it. And takes the W, says Jessie Belle Hill. Or then takes the W. So Uriah Hall with the win, says Jessie Belle Hill. All the respect to Vitor, but he ain't on those TRT PEDs anymore, PEDs anymore. So Eddie Machete says, nope. No shot. Fears is trolling again. MMA-Holes trying to take over the show, as he always does. God damn it, Fears. Are you hijacking my show? Well, hey, listen, Fears, if you want to call in, phone lines are open. They are open. If you want to call in, 516. If anyone wants to call in, 516-522-0267. And Marlon Lane will be joining us on the MMA Hole as well. My phone is broken. Says AA plays. It's fine. Do you accept funny money, a.k.a. food stamps? Yes, I do. We also accept sexual favors. All right, later, Chris. Fucking wonderful, wonderful. Have a good Xmas. Have a Merry Christmas, Fears, and a Happy New Year. He ain't TRT Vitor anymore. LOL still Holes inconsistent. It can go either way, really, says Eddie Machete. I feel confident about Uriah in this fight. Fears is getting coal in his stocking, says Claire. What is that posta mean, Jesse? Bell Hill, says Spiritual Joe. Posta. TRT Vitor is the top 5 all time. Wow. Well, TRT Vitor, yeah, he was a fucking savage. So I could see that. All right, let me know in the chat this. I mean, I think I'm going to know the answer, but who is the best roided up fighter? Like full blown, like balls to the wall, roided up fighter. Let me know in the chat. And as you guys let me know who is the greatest wall to wall, balls to the wall, roided up fighter, we got a guess. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know. Yeah. All right. We got a dancing guest on the MMA Holes. All right. A lot of people are saying Alistair Overeem is the best roided fighter of all time. And Marlon Lane, welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It's good to see you here on a Wednesday night. Now, Wednesday night is a staple of the MMA Holes. We've been doing this for 64 weeks in a row. I mean, we're getting old, Marlon. We're getting old over here. But,
wow.
Yeah, I mean, you have been a very big part of the MMA Holes with us for a while now. How do you feel about this? We're hitting Christmas time. You pumped up? You excited? What are your thoughts on this Christmas? Are you gonna get everything you want?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I don't need or ask much. I feel blessed to have everything that I do. So, yeah, I just love this time to be around friends, family. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, I used to hate Christmas. Like, as a kid, I loved Christmas, and then I got older, and the job that I had, I hated Christmas, and I kind of still hate Christmas a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna turn the phone lines off because I know they're gonna call in. You know, I'm gonna turn it off. But yeah, I'm starting to come around with Christmas. The MMA Holes, they're donating. You know, they're showing love tonight, so I'm starting to come around on Christmas. Maybe they're changing the Grinch, and now I like Christmas. I don't know.
Well, you no longer work for what, FedEx or UPS?
Yeah. Well, now that you told everyone where I used to work. No. Thanks. Now I got to delete that. Thanks a lot. No, sorry. Jesus Christ. Oh, my goodness. Anyway, Marlon, thanks for coming on. I will talk to you later. Who do you think, okay, best roided fighter? I think this is a great question. Who is the best roided up fighter, like full-blown steroids, balls to the wall? Who is that fighter, if you had to say?
Like you were saying, I would say Overeem.
Right? Isn't he the one? Like, he was all like Adonis shaped. Would you like a big muscular man like Alistair Overeem? Would you ever date a man like that with muscles on top of muscles? Would you be into that?
No, that's just not cute. Like, actually, even today I was at the gym and I was looking at this guy who was thin, but he was like super muscular, and I was like, that is so not attractive. Like, you want tone, you want muscles, but not like where you can see like every single one. That's a little too much. Yeah, muscles are gross. Who the hell needs those? Would you date a guy with a dad bod? Would you date a guy with a dad bod? Probably not. No.
All right. So in between, you're saying a fit man, but not too many muscles, right?
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, lifestyle is a big thing for me because I work out, I take care of myself. So I want someone who does the same. I don't want someone who's eating Cheetos and, all day long, and, that's not cool.
Well, yeah, that isn't cool. I'm going to put the bag of Cheetos away now. Marlon Lane, welcome to the show, the Wednesday show. There's a lot to talk about. It's good that you're here because I've been complaining a lot. I complain a lot over and over and over again. And I've been complaining about UFC 219. I am not a fan of this card being the end of the year card. I like it in the middle of the year, but at the end of the year, it's just kind of a big drop for me. But maybe I'm wrong. I've been wrong before. Let me know your take on this card. UFC 219, Cyborg versus Holm.
I mean, I kind of agree with you. I think it's a great card put together, but not like the end of the year shebang kind of thing. I mean, the title fight, I believe the only one is the Home and Cyborg, right?
Yeah, it's only one.
And yeah, and Cyborg, I mean, she's not like she's not a big super draw. I think when she came into the spotlight was with the whole Ronda fiasco, but I don't think that like other than that people really know much about her and are that big of fans. I mean, I mean, I've heard she's the nicest person in the world, but she just doesn't have that appeal that makes you want to buy a pay-per-view and watch it. I mean, I don't know. So a little underwhelmed, but at the same time, I am excited to see what will happen because I think Holly is probably one of her most technically toughest opponents she has faced.
That's a great point that you said. I had my cousin call up. She's coming in from Michigan, and they just started getting into the UFC. And it's actually bringing our family close together and stuff like that. It's really cool. But I asked her about UFC 219, Cyborg versus Holly Holm. As an MMA fan, I like the fight a lot. I really am intrigued by this fight. And honestly, I want to say Cyborg's going to run her over, but you can't. Because you never know with Holly Holm, especially what she's done with her career and with kickboxing and everything like that. And Jackson Wink always has a fantastic game plan. So you got to think that Holly Holm has a good shot. And a lot of people are picking Holly in this fight, which is fascinating. But as a casual fan, no one gives a fuck about this card. I mean, seriously, like you said, Holly Holm versus Chris Cyborg, if you're just flipping through the channels and you see the pay-per-view thing pop up and you're like, the fuck? Who's that guy? Who the fuck is that guy, right?
Who the fuck is that guy?
Who is that guy in the cable box over there? Who is that? So that's the problem. How do you sell this pay-per-view? How do they go about? And then the co-main is Khabib Nurmagomedov, who has the longest name of all time. Like, no casual fans could be like, Nurmagomedov? Who the fuck? Why the fuck would I buy a pay-per-view with a guy's name I can't even think about pronouncing? It's a terrible fucking card. It's a goddamn awful card. So, sorry, Marlon. I keep on going on and on. But it is. It's a disgrace. It's a goddamn disgrace. I don't know. On that card, though, as an MMA fan, I'm sure you're pumped up because of being an MMA fan, and I'm sure you're going to watch it. Where will you be watching this card?
I don't know yet. I mean, I usually go to a friend's house, and we usually all watch it there together.
Mm-hmm.
And if that doesn't happen, then I'll go to a local bar or something. But I think because it's the end of the year and a lot of the people in our group want to watch it, I think we'll probably be at his house. So, and I prefer that because I actually like listening to the commentary. I like really studying the fights. Like the last fight I went to, I was at Dave & Buster's, and you just see a whole bunch of people give 2 cents of the game, and I don't think they know squat. They just want to see someone get knocked out, and they don't know the technicalities of it. I mean, I don't know what percentage of people actually train MMA that actually watch MMA, but I gotta say it's probably 5 to 10%, if that.
Mm-hmm. Well, listen, this card, and there are people in the chat. I'm looking at them. They're pumped up for the card because they're MMA fans. But it's gonna be interesting. I'm gonna try to hype this thing up as much as I can next week because if you look at, there's some fascinating things in here. And the one that I was talking about before, Carlos Condit versus Neil Magny, it stands out so much for me because I honestly have no freaking clue who's going to win that fight. Who would you think would win a fight between Carlos Condit and Neil Magny?
Gosh, it's hard to say because both of them have had amazing moments in their career. I mean, we know Condit as the natural born killer. You know, even though he has been out for a while, even when he came out with that knee surgery and came back against, what's his name? On the tip of my, Thiago Alves, I think it was. Mm-hmm. He came back like the killer that he was. And, you know, but Neil Magny, who can forget when he was getting pummeled by, why is my mind going blank? The little short guy.
Oh, RDA?
That's all like, huh?
RDA?
No. He's the one who went up to 170 and just been, or 185. He's been getting killed. At there.
Hold on. Neil, the one that beat Neil Magny, he did lose. Hold on.
No, he beat the guy.
Okay.
He's short.
Oh, Johnny Hendricks?
And, huh?
Johnny Hendricks?
No.
Okay, hold on. So we're gonna keep going. It's a Hector Lombard. That dude.
Hector Lombard.
That fight was insane. Yeah, I remember that fight. He was getting pummeled. He was getting destroyed.
He was getting pummeled, and he came back because Hector just completely gassed himself out, and I believe it was the first or second round, and he came back and he just and so after watching him in that fight, it was like, man, talk about a chin, talk about a heart. So who knows? But then when you look at him fight in his last fight with RDA, it was like, what happened? It was like all of a sudden, it was like he was on the ground and he was submitted. So, I don't know. It's anything could happen with that fight for sure. I mean, like you said, if you are an MMA fan, I think this is a card that pumps you up. Casual observer, not so much.
No. What fight on this card? If we take away the main event, right? I mean, you have Condit Magny, you got Cavillo Esparza, you have Rivera Lineker, you have Nurmagomedov versus Barboza, and then you have some preliminary stuff. But what on that card stands out to you? Like, what are you most fascinated about in this on UFC 219?
I think the I can't say Nurmagomedov.
Yes.
And the Barboza fight is probably one that I really want to see, just because he's undefeated and Barboza is just crazy. We've seen what he does. You see his kicks are just lethal. But the Lineker fight and the Rivera, that's an interesting fight too. I wish it was Cruz and Rivera. I really do. But Lineker, they both bring it. So this will be an interesting fight for sure,
Yeah.
I don't Carla and Cavillo.
The interesting part about that is, the ground game between the two girls. I mean, I just think Cynthia Cavillo is I think she's light years ahead. Even though Esparza won the Ultimate Fighter, I don't know. I think she's exposed. I think Cavillo is just gonna fucking put her away easily, submit her. I'm thinking first round.
Yeah, I mean, well, Carla, she's so tiny. I think she's really short for that weight class, and I think that can pose a problem, especially when you're getting these tall, lanky girls. But I mean, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of, of Cynthia either. I don't know. There's something about her that's just not likable.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's just not an appeal.
I saw her at the UFC Fight Week in New York, and she was a real sweetheart. Like, real sweetheart. Super nice with the fans and stuff like that. Yeah, she's got this weird, like, resting bitch face. I don't know what it is. Like, when you look at her, she looked like she just sucked on like a sour dick or something like that. But you look at, I don't know what the fuck it is. But yeah, she's actually a super sweetheart. I saw her at the expo. She's really a cool girl. So I just think she's got that face, that fucking mug. But
yeah, maybe. But I mean, you gotta have that whole package in order to be a star. It seems like, I mean, sure. Even like JJ, even though she's not the prettiest, her personality is what makes her so darn cute and just likable.
Well, speaking of personalities, I mean, we're talking about this in the beginning of the show till no end. There is shit all over the place about Floyd Mayweather and Conor McGregor. 1 minute he's fighting in the octagon. Next minute he's like, no fucking way am I getting into a cage. And then Conor McGregor comes back with pussy. And now Conor McGregor's like, fuck off. So I don't know. I think there's a lot of behind-the-scenes action here. I feel that Floyd Mayweather and Conor, behind the scenes, got some shit going on. Just like with the boxing, I think it's the same thing with this. They're playing games with us. Maybe we see something. I don't know if we do, but what do you think about this whole situation?
I don't think that we're going to see them fight again, but maybe similar to what you were saying, maybe each of them have something going on that they need to promote, so they're promoting themselves to get whatever they are doing outside of the boxing out in the world. So, I mean, I don't know what's going on. I mean, Mayweather has a perfect 50-0 record. Why would you go out there and why would you need to do a 51-0, so to say, or, I mean, he doesn't have nothing to prove. He's getting older anyways, and Conor, I mean, even though he did a good job from being an MMA to a boxer during that fight, I don't see him making a career in boxing, in my opinion.
Isn't it funny that this gets released on a week where there's no fights this weekend? We have a lame UFC 219 card right around the corner. I mean, for casual fans. And then to tickle the casual fans, they just drop this weird calculated shit, you know, with Floyd Mayweather and Conor McGregor. They just so happen to do it on a non-fight week to keep the UFC in the news. I mean, it just seems like a publicity stunt. I don't think Mayweather's coming in. It's just ridiculous. Why would he even do that? It makes no sense. You made a great point there. Makes absolutely no sense. Now, if they do fight, say it's hypothetically speaking, Floyd Mayweather gets in a cage with Conor McGregor, what is the outcome of that fight?
I would like to say Conor would learn from his mistakes and get better, but I think it was a cardio factor, so unless he amps up his cardio, I don't know if the outcome would be any different. Floyd, as much as I don't really care for him as a person, I gotta give him respect as a boxer, and he definitely knows how to box, how to cut corners, and be efficient in everything with little energy, you know. So, yeah, I think it would probably go the same way. And if it went to decision, of course, it would definitely go to Mayweather. So.
Wow, so you're saying that Floyd would win in the cage?
Oh, no, I meant for boxing. You mean MMA?
Yeah, in MMA, in a cage.
Oh, I'm sorry. My mistake.
No, don't ever do it again. Yeah, inside the octagon.
Oh, well, yeah, in the cage or in the ring, we know that, yeah. Of course Conor's going to win. You know, same thing. I mean, you think he's going to learn all the takedowns and the kicks within a certain period of time? We saw what happened to CM Punk.
Yeah. Well, it's impossible. And after the fight, after Floyd Conor won in a ring, Conor did say to the media, he did say, wow, he was stronger in the clinch than he realized. He's faster. He hits harder than he thought. So now you put smaller gloves on Floyd Mayweather. He's going to be faster. He's going to be more powerful with those gloves. But no matter what, when elbows are involved and knees and clinching and the groundwork, how the hell, like you said, how is Floyd going to learn all that shit within months? It's just never going to happen. It's impossible for it to happen. So even Floyd in his prime, I couldn't even see him standing a chance in the octagon unless he had some experience on the ground and, you know, dirty boxing and all that shit. I don't know. It's insanity. But I would love to see it. I would pay big bucks to fucking watch Floyd Mayweather get his ass kicked in a cage. Big bucks. Would you pay for that pay-per-view?
I would. I mean, it would no doubt be an interesting fight to sell, I would think. You know, I mean, kind of like the whole Conor, the Conor Mayweather fight in the beginning with the boxing. Most of us had a feeling that it would go towards Mayweather. You know, some of us were hopeful it wasn't. But did that stop us from tuning in? Of course not, because we wanted to see what could happen. But I think not enough people, I think a lot of people watch Mayweather's fights because they don't like him and they want to see him get knocked out. And I don't think that would be the case if he fought Conor in an MMA cage, because I don't think that they would watch that for that reason. I think they would probably anticipate it would happen. Just how?
Yeah, that's big bucks. I don't know, you know, all this circus stuff, it just conveniently gets released when there's an off week on the UFC. Christmas is here and this and that. Now, UFC 219 is coming. UFC 220 is starting off next year, and next year is starting off with a bang with these cards. Do you think that they're going to hit us hard this year? I think this is the last year of Fox's contract. Do you think that the UFC is going to come out swinging and give us, this might be the best year in UFC history? I mean, the way we're starting off hot with these cards. What do you think about 2017, and what do you look forward to in 2018?
Well, I definitely think that there are going to be some more exciting fights because there have been some belt changes. Therefore, I think that always adds to the excitement of what could happen when a new champ has a belt. How are they going to take on, you know, their first fight? Because a lot of people think it's when you first defend it, not when you first get the belt. That really makes you a champ. And so I think there's going to be some interesting thing. I'm really looking forward to Stipe and Ngannou fighting. I think that would be a really interesting fight for sure. You know, I'm also curious to see JJ fight Rose in a rematch to see what difference would be made. You know, and then I'm curious to see if Holly does win the 145 belt. She did mention in an interview that she would like to also fight again for the 135 and have 2 belts. I don't know if that's going to happen. I know darn well if she does win, Amanda will decide to challenge her at 145. She just doesn't want to fight Cyborg. So the women's division's interesting. The men, is Conor going to come back? That's going to be interesting as well. Also 170, one of the most exciting divisions for men. Who is Tyrone going to fight next? So I think there are some definitely interesting and exciting matchups to come in 2018.
And great matchups right there. The one that really stands out is that JJ Rose rematch. You got to think that that's the one that's going to happen. It's definitely going to happen. Stipe versus Ngannou. I mean, we all know that's fantastic. But JJ versus Rose, we have to see that run back, right? I mean, that's inevitable, right? I mean, JJ's like, no, I'm going to get my belt back after she loses the way she did against Rose. I mean, this is a necessity. This is something we need to see. Who do you think wins that rematch?
You know, I personally think it will be Joanna.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Joanna is I mean, she's a beast in her mind. If she can get her mind right, I mean, I hate to say, you know, but I think that it kind of did go to her head. I think that either she felt pressure to sell the fight by talking a bunch of crap, or she really felt, you know, that is how, that she is invincible. You know, the comeback is going to be the biggest thing. Mm-hmm. Now, she's had losses in Muay Thai. She's came back from them. Let's hope that the same goes for them. Hopefully this didn't break her, you know, but once you get hurt or once you get knocked out as a fighter, you definitely second guess knowing what could happen again.
We are live with MARLYNN Lane, 7% OG. She's been around since the day one. And MARLYNN, you have some explaining to do because I'm going to show something right now. Here's MARLYNN on Instagram. Now she's showing off her hair and some dress and her boobies. She has her boobs up to the camera. I'm not sure what's going on over here, MARLYNN. Would you like to explain yourself? Oh my God.
I would not.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Oh my God. MARLYNN Lane, look at you. MARLYNN Lane on Instagram. Go check her out if you want to hang out over there. MARLYNN Lane. Yeah, MARLYNN, would you like to explain what we're seeing here? And oh, look at this. Check this out as well. Here's MARLYNN showing off the caboose in the MMA-Holes. And
you know, I can't see any of these pictures. I'm just imagining what you're emphasizing.
I didn't show anything, by the way. I didn't show anything. It was all a joke. MARLYNN, can you explain what everyone was looking at there?
I had a Christmas party, and so every year for my Christmas party, I get all dolled up. I get my hair, my makeup done. I rent a dress, and so that was my dress that I had for the evening.
Mm-hmm. Well, it was a nice dress. It was. I'm glad you. Now, I like the angles. You had some good angles on that dress. I don't know. I think you got a bunch more followers now. Some crazy followers. It's crazy. Listen, the chat room, if you have any quick questions, get them out because I know MARLYNN's at work. Let me know some questions if you have. MARLYNN Lane. MARLYNN, you train as well. Are you back in the gym? I know you had some shoulder problems and stuff like that. How are you feeling, and are you back training?
Actually, yeah, my shoulder has gotten a lot better. By the beginning of this month, I started to train back again as well as dance. Mm-hmm. And so it seems like the PRP did work for my shoulder.
Oh, good.
I would say I'm 90% better because sometimes when I overextend too much or don't stretch too often, I'll still feel a little impingement there, but nothing debilitating. So yeah, so I'm now back on my regimen. I lost some weight, so I'm like doing like a cleanse, and I started intermittent fasting. Mm-hmm. And so that seems to be working for me. So I'm trying to get my body in tip-top shape to be a better dancer next year, get myself in shape if I do decide to fight. And yeah, so I'm looking forward to 2018.
Retro Robbie said that Instagram did nothing for him, so we just found out that he's gay. What else do we got? We just found out that Retro Robbie is a homosexual. All right, so now this procedure, okay? This procedure, it is a different type of procedure, and I'm actually interested in this a little bit because I've had shoulder surgeries. I still have shoulder problems. Explain what you got done before we wrap this thing up.
Okay, what I had was PRP, mm-hmm. which is platelet-rich plasma. And what they did was basically they would take a vial of my blood, they'd spin it in a centrifuge, they'd separate the actual platelets that are in our blood that promote healing naturally, but instead they get a more concentrated amount. Then they use an ultrasound and they guide it by putting a huge needle with the plasma into the injured area. And after that happens, usually it can be anywhere from 2 to 6 weeks. Mine was 6 weeks actually.
Mm-hmm.
And it heals you right up. So it's for me, it was only one procedure that was needed. Sometimes, depending on the severity of the injured site, you need more than one. But yeah, I like it because it's not a cortisone. You're not pumping any other crap. You're not getting surgery. You're using your own healing properties in your body to promote healing to your injured area. And it can be your shoulders, your knees, and your back, other arthritis problems. And so I really like it. Like if I get injured again, or if I feel the need that it's hurting more, I'm definitely going to consider doing it again.
Okay. So it worked. That's great news, though. I'm glad that you're feeling better and get back to flowing and going. One more thing before I let you go. I know you're you're actually friends with Stephen Wonderboy Thompson and a huge fan as well. And you're going to marry him. Stephen Wonderboy Thompson calls out RDA, okay, on Twitter. And I feel that is the fight that needs to happen, in my opinion. There really is nothing else. You know, I mean, people are saying Darren Till and all this stuff, Tyron Woodley rematch, which, I mean, hey, he's the #1 contender. But what do you think is fair? What do you think is right? And what is next for Stephen Wonderboy Thompson?
Well, I don't know what to say, because I think that having another title fight just yet with Tyron would be a little too soon. I think he definitely needs to fight one more person.
Mm-hmm.
Since RDA definitely wants the title shot, I think that would definitely be a good between the two. Because in my personal opinion, as much as Darren Till is climbing the ranks and is a killer, I definitely don't think he needs. I think he needs to fight another top 5 fighter, you know, before he'd be considered.
Yeah, I think a lot of people agree with that, and especially being a super Wonderboy fan, you know, of course you could be like, get him the belt, but you're being realistic, and yeah, let's get one more fight in there, another contender, and then who knows? Imagine we see a third one. Could you imagine we see another fight with Tyron versus Wonderboy? I think I might off myself. I really don't want to see. I mean, I want to see Wonderboy beat him, but you know, we've seen it twice. I don't know if I want to see. Would you want to see that fight again, like in the future, or Jesus Christ?
I mean, as an honest MMA fan, it wasn't as exciting, you know, the second time or the first. But, you know, I think there's no doubt that Stephen is amazing and deserves to be at the top. But I think their styles are so similar in the countering of that I think unless they were to explode on each other, you're not going to see fireworks. And I think both of them are too smart, knowing the consequences if they go, because they're both counter punchers, both counter strikers, and it would just be over. And I don't think none of them want that, especially when a title's on the line.
Speaking of Wonderboy exploding, would you let Wonderboy explode on you, Marlyn? Be honest. No.
He's going to be seeing this, and he's going to hate me forever.
He don't watch. He don't watch. He don't like me. Wonderboy, I tried. Wonderboy, if you're watching, listen, we befriended each other. We didn't break bread. We toasted drinks. You're a nice man. I have your autograph right over there. You're a very nice fella. But I would like to see, if you would like to see Wonderboy explode on Marlyn Lane, hit me with the ones in the chat right now. Marlyn, thank you so much for coming on. What I'm thinking about doing next week is it's the end of the year, right? I want to do a Wednesday show where we have all the old school people from like day one. So if you want to come back next Wednesday, let's fucking do it. Let's have a little bit of fun.
Sounds good.
All right, Marlyn, thank you so much. Any last words to the MMA holes?
No, just happy holidays, everyone. I know when I see you guys next Wednesday, Christmas would have passed. So if you celebrate it, Merry Christmas. And I hope you guys just have a great week and a great weekend.
Marlyn, thank you very much, and have a Merry Christmas. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you. You too, Chris.
All
Bye.
Right. Marlyn Lane. There you go. You guys want it. Look what it. You guys want. You want more. All right. Everybody relax. If you have not subscribed to the MMA Holes, do it right now. We're winding it down. The phone lines are back open. Well, not yet. We got 10 more likes. We hit 100 on a Wednesday. Christmas came early.
I've got 10 more likes. I've got 10 more likes.
I've got
10 more likes. Fuck you, dislikes. I've got 10 more likes. I've got 10 more likes. I've got 10 more likes. I hope the dislikes die of AIDS.
Thank you very much, Bruce Buffer, for the wonderful, wonderful dance moves. 105 likes on a Wednesday show. We still got 60 watching. Robbie, I was fucking with you, by the way. I know. Fucking Robbie. Poor guy. All right. That's what we do over here. We fuck with people on the MMA holes. MARLYNN takes it like a champ. She's awesome. MARLYNN, if you're new to the show, MARLYNN was literally one of our first viewers and easily one of our first female viewers. Her and Carrie from the Carrie Show were two of the OGs. I really want to cram in on that show. I want to get each and every, maybe Justin Sumter, people from the very beginning to come on Wednesday. You are live on the MMA Holes. What's your name and where you from?
It's Mystic Mitch.
Holy shit. Is this really Mystic Mitch?
Yeah, hang on. I'm just turning the TV down.
Mystic Mitch.
That's
What's up? Now, aren't you in Australia?
Sorry, go ahead. Yeah, I am.
Now,
I finally got through. I had to fix the the code at the front.
Wow.
Took me a while to figure it out, but yeah, finally got through.
Now, Mystic Mitch has the best avatar of all time. I love that avatar. It's fantastic. It's wonderful, wonderful. Mystic Mitch calling in from Australia. How can you give?
It's from a bad mugshots photos.
Is that really a mugshot?
A bunch of them and did a face swap.
That's fantastic. Mystic Mitch.
My original one was vagina that I did a face swap with.
No, there you go. Can you tell the people from overseas or anywhere outside of the U.S. how do you call in? Because a lot of people ask all the time. How do you go about doing that?
Well, from Australia.
What you doing on me?
Hold on a second, Mystic Mitch. Hold on a second. 1, 2, 3. We got a donation.
Jessie's got her tits showing, lying down.
69 tits showing.
Jessie's got her
Kobe.
tits showing, lying down.
69 dog kiss.
Tits showing.
Mystic Mitch. Hold up, we got a donation.
Where is my dog? It's time to make out. Shove that dog tongue right in my mouth.
Jessie's
got her tits showing, lying down.
69 tits showing.
Jessie's got her tits showing, lying down. 69 dog kiss tits showing. Jessie's got her tits showing, lying down.
69 tits showing.
Jessie's got her tits showing, lying down. 69 dog kiss tits showing.
Kobe's Corner drops into Jessie's tit show and says,
"You know what I want."
Thank you, Kobe. And go subscribe. Kobe's Corner, link in the description. Jessie Bell Hill, link in the description. Thank you so much for the donations. Mystic Mitch, I apologize about that, but these people are cray-cray tonight. Mystic Mitch, what is on your mind, my friend?
Not much. I'm just about to have a bong at a mate's memorial run today for our motorbike club here. And, so got in a bit late, but got here. Like and subscribe so you don't get AIDS. So
yeah, we don't want that. What time is it in Australia right now?
It is 10 to 2
10
in
to
the
2.
afternoon.
In the afternoon, awesome. All right, so that's great. Yo, Mystic Mitch, I appreciate it, man. You're an awesome MMA hole in Australia. Make sure you hold your head up high and tell everyone that you're an MMA hole. Are you pumped up about UFC 219?
Oh, yep, sure am. I watch it with you guys and listen with you guys and then rewatch it after the show.
Well,
and
hey,
yeah.
All right, Mystic Mitch, thanks for the call. I appreciate it.
Breaking up a bit and
yeah. Well, thank you. I appreciate the call.
I'll get back in the chat room.
We'll see you there. All right, Mystic Mitch calling in. There he is. Hey, that's cool, man. You got to let Australia up in this house. That's fucking awesome. I didn't get to hear how there is a way to call into the show, and that's fucking cool, man. People from Australia calling in. 516-522-0267. Get in on the lines. We have 107 likes. Kobe, thank you so much for that donation. Go subscribe to Kobe's Corner. Link in the description. He says everything's back on board for next Wednesday's show. Wednesday's going to be banging on Wednesday. This channel made for MMA, boxing, reason, gaming channel wouldn't really suit that content, says Robbie. This makes me miss Darreel's phone call. Darreel, come back, my friend. Where's Darreel? You are live on the MMA-Holes. What's your name? Where are you from?
Cody. And Indiana.
Cody from Indiana. Could you lower the background music or noise or whatever the fuck that is? My voice, maybe.
Of course.
All right. Thank you, my man.
No problem.
There you go. All right. What's on your mind? What's on your mind, man? Cody, what's going on?
Shit, not much. Drinking a margarita, watching this live stream.
Cool.
What's this about Floyd Mayweather wanting to join the UFC?
All right. Well, we spoke about it a couple of times. We spoke. I'm gonna tell for the people jumping in right now. Floyd Mayweather. Okay. Dana White says that Floyd Mayweather is fighting. They're talking about it. He wants to fight in the UFC, right? Then we find out that Floyd Mayweather says, no, that's not going to happen. I'm not going to fight in the UFC, and he has his whole excuse for it. Conor McGregor goes online and calls Floyd Mayweather a pussy for not wanting to fight in the octagon. And that's where we are right now. It's not happening. No Floyd Mayweather in the UFC.
I would hope not, because he would absolutely get murdered in there.
I agree.
In my opinion, he would have to learn some major ground game before he would even hope to survive.
Mm-hmm. How many margaritas did you have before this call, besides the one you're drinking now?
3 or 4.
There you go.
Maybe 5 or 6. Who knows?
Good for you, man. I like that. I prefer the viewers to be drunk or high. That's the only way you can sit through this shit. So, how long have you been watching for?
A few months now.
Oh, awesome. How'd you find us?
I was scrolling through YouTube looking for some good live streams to get into, and you popped up. And I noticed you was pretty fucking interactive with your commenters, so, like, fuck yeah.
There you go.
I'll stick around.
Well, right on. All right, my man. Thank you for the call. I appreciate it. We'll talk to you in the chat.
Not a problem, dude.
All right, there is. Cody jumping in. Fucking drunk and high. God knows what's going on over there. But he's having a good time. 516-522-0267. Jessie Bell Hill's got the after show on lock. So go subscribe to Jessie Bell Hill with the beeps. If you have not subscribed yet, what the fuck are you waiting for? If you want to see a subscriber party, check it Jessie's channel. It's like a Jerry Lewis telethon of fucking subscribers. Everyone is jumping aboard the Jessie train. So definitely subscribe to Jessie. Jump on over there. She does a great job. Pixel Protocol says she needs new batteries. Joe, Matt Humphrey says, I popped up when, hold on, I lost you. When the holes popped up. There you go. This is Matt Humphreys. Trisket says, I used to do drugs. I still do, but I used to. Robbie says, only way Floyd fights in the UFC is if he fights that Mike Jackson guy they found in some alley Mickey Gall fought in the UFC debut. You are live with the MMA-Holes. What's your name? Where are you from?
Chris, you know what it is. It's the real. Hashtag Team Jessie.
Oh, my God, Darrell. I thought you were dead. Welcome back.
No, I ain't dead. I'm just doing what I do because I'm the real, Team Jessie.
Now, Darrell, so you came in late. I'm glad you came in late. It's good to hear you. I know you're Team Jessie. What do you think? I mean, what do you say? Why did it take so long for you to come back to the show?
Well, I got caught snitching because you made me spill the beans, Chris. And now I just got to let you know that I'm getting fucked by 10-inch black cocks every night. Team Jessie.
Oh, my God. You're getting fucked by black cocks.
Yeah, you know what it is. Yeah,
yeah I do know what it is.
Okay.
Now, Darrell, how is your rap career going? I know you have a way with words. You know how to spit some bars. Would you like to give us a little bit?
Dots ain't got shit on me, but I keep it real, Team Jessie.
Team Jessie. Now, what is all this Team Jessie stuff? I mean, it seems like you're a big fan of JBH. Are you going to date this girl? Like, what is the plan of attack with Jessie Bell Hill?
Well, you know she loves black guys.
Yeah, I do.
Team Jessie.
All right. Darrell, thank you so much. Any last words?
Team Jessie.
There you go. Thank you, Darrell. Team Jessie. There he is. Darrell calling in.
Wonderful.
Keep those phone lines open. 516-522-0267. I tell you what, man, you guys make me laugh. You're funny fucks. You are funny fucks. Team Jessie. Let me get a Team Jessie in the chat. Team Jessie in the chat right now. All right. There was Darrell. We're winding this thing down. Thank you for the likes, the donations. I appreciate it so much. The comments have been on fire. Seriously, you guys have been fucking destroying it. I can't even keep up with you motherfuckers. So I do appreciate all the love and support. MARLYNN Holy smokes. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Jessie's got her
Tit showing.
Sing
it.
Tit showing. Jessie's got her tit showing.
Lying down 69, dog kiss, tit showing.
Lying down with my tits in the air.
Jessie Belle Hill doesn't fucking care. Kobe,
Where is my dog? It's time to make out.
shove that dog tongue right in your mouth.
Jessie's got her
Tit showing. Merry Christmas, fucks.
down 69. Tit showing.
Team Jessie.
Jessie's got her tit showing.
Lying down 69, dog shit, tit
showing. Jessie's got her tit showing. Lying down
69, tit showing.
Jessie's got her tit showing.
Lying down 69, dog kiss, tit showing. Kobe from Kobe's Corner.
I want everyone singing at the same time.
There you go. There you go. Everyone, I hope everyone sang along. Team Jessie in the chat. Thank you very much, Kobe. You're the man. Kobe, link in the description. Go check out Kobe. Kobe is wonderful, wonderful. Thank you, Marlynn, for coming on and all the donations, guys. I really do appreciate it. That's what keeps us coming back. So you guys are awesome. We're going to keep the phone lines open. We only got a couple of minutes left. And then Jessie Belle Hill will take on the after show. Look at that beautiful snow. It's fucking snowing, guys. It's snowing. It is snowing. What's up? I'm singing lying down with my tits in the air. NH is lying down with her tits in the air. Oh my God. It's insane. The best show on YouTube, motherfuckers. It's the best fucking show on YouTube. Do you get tunes like that on other shows? Do you see Luke Thomas with Dog Kiss? Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Hold on a second. You are live with the MMA-Holes. What's your name and where you from?
What up, Jesse? It's Dan from Oregon.
All right, what's going on, my friend? Dan from Oregon, right?
That's right, man. The 541.
All right.
Yo, ain't no one giving Colby Covington respect on the show tonight. We're talking about RDA. Who should he fight next? We're talking about the one top Brazilian at 170 that Colby hasn't beat. And no one's bringing up Colby's name, man. We'll bring him up every other week with the boomerang and all this nonsense. Stephen Wonderboy wants to duck him, act like his name's not big. He wants to duck Darren Till. Colby needs to get more respect. That's the fight for RDA that I see.
There you go. Colby Covington. Now, this is a great point right here. Thank you for the call. Colby Covington. And we didn't bring him up. Dan from Oregon brings him out. He's been all over the place. This guy on Twitter has been fucking igniting. I mean, he's been spoiling Star Wars. He calls out RDA. He's been posting like Brazil. Hold on, let's go to Twitter before we wind this thing down. But that was a very good call over there. Colby Covington. Colby Covington. We'll open up the phone lines one more time. Colby Covington. Where is it? Let's see. Okay, Twitter. Colby Covington. COL. There he is. All right. There he is. Look at this motherfucker. He has been lobbying. Look, he's been just calling out RDA over and over and over again. Would you like to see RDA versus Colby Covington? The reason why no one's talking about it is I feel that Colby Covington, I think this guy is going to be coaching tough against T. Wood. I really do see that. I don't know. It just seems like the only thing that's going to work. But Colby Covington, yeah. He is not. Colby Covington on Twitter. You got to go follow him. One more call here. And the last call of the night. Why not Jay Smooth on the MMA-Holes? What's up, Jay?
What's going on, man? Just getting blended over here.
Well, Jay, it's good that you call. It's Christmas. Merry Christmas, Jay Smooth, Swole MMA Hole. I'm showing Colby Covington's putting tweets out with Brazilians mugging each other and shit like that. Before you get to your point, what do you think about Colby Covington versus RDA? Do you think that fight would happen?
You know what? If RDA doesn't fight Woodley, and if Covington doesn't fight Woodley, I think those two fighting for a title eliminator would be fucking crazy. I actually like the idea.
Yeah.
Even though Colby Covington would get his ass whooped, I do like the idea.
Yeah, that would be a fun one to watch, right? RDA and Colby Covington, and with the chip on RDA's shoulder and Colby Covington talking all that smack, that would be fun. It'd be a lot of fun. Jay, what's on your mind, my friends?
Oh man, it's funny because like your main topic of the night is Floyd gonna fight in MMA. That's not gonna fucking happen. I don't care how much money they claim. Like he claims the UFC will pay him or even offer him. because chances are he may not live to enjoy that money because he could legitimately die in mixed martial arts. He's not made for MMA. He's made for boxing. He's made for the sport that he was pretty much born and bred in. If he were to make this jump to MMA, especially at his age of 40, his chances of living are slim. His chances of winning are already 0 to none, but his chances of living to enjoy that $1 billion is slim to none.
Yeah, and you made a good point. The only chance he has of winning that fight is if he brings a gun in the cage. I did like that comment over there.
It's funny because that's his only chance. Like, if you want a good example of this, like, I guess like we could go with James Toney, but like the only real boxer to have any kind of success in a fight was Ray Mercer when he knocked out Tim Sylvia with one punch. You know what I mean? Like that's the only boxer I can think of that had any kind of like that even had a victory in MMA, any kind of high profile boxer. But if you think about a guy like James Toney who got choked out in pretty much 48 seconds. And if you look at people like CM Punk who came from a world where, you know, he basically went from fake fighting to real fighting, think about Floyd Mayweather getting in there. I know he's the best of all time and pretty much the greatest of our generation anyway. But the fact that he would go into a sport where the rules are no longer limited, really there are no limitations. He could get killed with a number of strikes, or he could even get choked out, and I'm pretty sure he wouldn't react well to somebody backpacking him or even taking him to the floor. So the whole idea is just ridiculous, if you ask me.
It is. It's completely ridiculous. As a selfish MMA show on YouTube, I would want this to happen in the worst way because the ratings would be through the roof. I can talk about this over and over again because there's a million different opinions on this. But let's be serious here. I mean, I saw Conor versus Floyd in the ring. I was yelling about it before anyone was fucking confirming this shit. That made sense. This, to me, for Floyd makes 0 sense. It makes zero sense. Do I want it to happen? Of course, because it would be great to, you know, ratings-wise. But I don't know. I just can't wrap my head around this thing here. It's fun to talk about, but it's never going to happen. No way. No mas. Jay Smooth.
Right. I mean, like the whole Conor versus Floyd thing was ridiculous within itself. So this is just off the wall. But you know, you pretty much told it off.
Now, okay, we have to wind this thing down because JBH is going live. But Jay Smooth, it's good to have you on here. Christmas is right around the corner. Will you be shoving a coat hanger up any young ladies during the holiday season?
Yeah, I'll be stuffing plenty of stockings and fireplaces with my log. There's no question about that. You know, 'tis the season. Happy Hanukkah, happy Kwanzaa, and happy whatever the fuck you all celebrate. Have fun and don't die. Let's make 2018 a fun year.
All right. Thank you, Jay Smooth, for the call. All right. Jay Smooth calling in. The sixth man calling in. All right. There we go. We got to wind this shit down because we have an after show to attend. Guys, we fucking killed it tonight. This was a lot of fun. I had a great time with you guys. The donations were on fire. The comment section was lit as usual. Everyone was pumped up. But we keep the party going because after this stream, Jessie Bell Hill will be doing the after show over there. And look at this. We still got about 60 people just chilling. 107 likes. If you haven't had a chance to like this thing, make sure you like it. If you didn't subscribe to the GOAT channel, look at that. If you haven't subscribed to the GOAT channel, go subscribe to the MMA-Holes. This channel is taking shit over. We're going to be doing our Fight Buddies next Saturday for the end of the year. Next week is Fight Week, UFC 219. 3 shows. 3 shows. This Friday, we will be doing Fuqua Friday, so make sure you slap the notification so you know when each and every one of our live streams are live. It's snowing today. We did topics, and here's the social media at the MMA-Holes. Make sure you follow me at the MMA-Holes across the board on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. If you'd like to shoot me a DM, tag me and stuff, and get that party going online. I appreciate it. Guys, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to all, and whatever holiday you guys are celebrating, whether it's, I don't know, like Jay said, Kwanzaa, Christmas, I don't fucking know, Hanukkah, you know, anything that I miss, I apologize. But this is the season to be giving. This is the season to try to be nice. You know, we're dicks all year round. This is the time of year to try to be nice. So let's give back and show some love to our neighbors, our friends, our families. And I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Merry Christmas to all of the MMA-Holes. And always remember, don't be an a-hole. Be an MMA-Hole.